Young boy claims that it's hard to maintain cause he gets discriminated due to race. And this young girl says they don't judge her by her brain, too busy looking at her body and her face. Let's talk about life, let's talk about love. If we talk about love, then we should talk about us. And if we're talking about us, we need to talk about growth. They talk about you, but they should talk about both. It's easier to hate now and harder to care. We used to offer help, now we gossip and stare. Comment, like, swipe, share. Hate used to be rare, now you see it everywhere. Man wants to be radical and take away life. Behaving like an animal, you see it in his eyes. Load up his weapon, walk in, aim. 51 body count like a computer game. And we wanna share the video to what entertain. Lost in the crowd watching life on the stage. It's a terrible state, yesterday was heartbreak. Today she back on YouTube putting makeup on her face. And the men are all the same, but I don't complain. We don't help each other, we the slander and shame. Do something good, they forget about your name. When you do something bad, watch how fast you find fame. Inside the body, there's a piece of flesh. If this flesh is good, then also is the rest. Verily, it is the heart. What a life y'all lost, sitting here wishing that I could press restart.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
What happened to the love and what happened to the peace? We got wars in the streets and wars in the Middle East. Gunshots, bombs drop, people flee. And now we have millions of refugees that are scattered overseas. And I've become numb to the tragedies as we add another number to the casualties. Another kid gets stripped from his family. I'm asking myself what has happened to humanity. And they want to talk to us about terrorism, despite the killings by the far right and white supremacism. But I guess all that is irrelevant to the president of the USA who wants to make America great. But all he's ever done was make America hate. And gun crimes at its highest ever rate. Mosques get shot and schools get sprayed. Then nothing's gonna change when politicians are paid by the NRA. And we wonder why they're so corrupt. But it's okay cause in God we trust. And even if it's all we got everything we need. As the prophet told us, you will never enter paradise until you believe. And you will never believe until you start to love. And in order to love, you need to spread the peace.
We need some peace and quiet in this world. So tired of the fighting and the wars. Put the knives down, put the guns down. Stop the mothers crying cause the child's gone now. Stop the killing cause nobody's winning. Can we stop the sinning? People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Too comfortable with the way that we living. We forget about the orphanage children. Poverty a weapon doing all the killing. Desensitized is a way that we feeling. Being silent is a form of abuse. When my people end up dead on the news. Television telling lies in disguise of the truth. Make a difference with these words is my oath in the booth. Yeah. Never divide, gotta unite against the hate. Leaving mosque and body bags and headed straight to heaven's gates. Trying to survive, victim of oppressor, choose a side. Aiming for the physical, but never gonna kill the faith. Our legacy gon' live forever. If one of us is cold, we gon' land this sweater. Feet to feet, stand strong, 10 toes on the carpet. Though we ain't blood, break bread if you starving. Where was the love for the villages in Mali? Selected with your morning, so we see through your sorries. Assimilating to the system, standing for what's right, left, Ilhan. Ridiculed just cause she's a hijabi. Haven't forgot about the families in Palestine. Rohingyas getting burned alive in Burma. Muslims put in concentration camps in China. These situations that you probably never heard of. Islam the fastest growing religion. White supremacists playing a part of spreading the message. If we all how we portray, then everybody be finished. I set the record like Guinness, never framing our image.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Allah, help us, send us guidance from above. Cause people got me questioning, where is the love?
I forgot to unmute myself. Whoops. So today's not my day of being a soft-spoken little polite person. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me at first. I had myself muted like an idiot. But what does that matter? It's just less minutes for me to rip the head off somebody. I'm a little upset, in case you haven't noticed. We all know we had the big thing going on yesterday morning and the day before that all damn day. The topic was Mandy C and voices. Okay, we all know that. It was going on. So how the hell does it take a turn into something fucking else? I have no idea, except for one idea. Now, first, let me show you something here. This really happened. Squirrel makes a comment. Not yesterday. It was 2 days before that when all was well. She was out on her own doing what she does. You know, she visits all kinds. And Squirrel Girl Gaming says, I don't go up on panels. I don't want backlash for wearing hijab. So I just chat. She doesn't go on panels. Let me read it again. I don't go up on panels. I don't want backlash for wearing hijab, so I just chat. No harm, no foul, right? No harm, no foul. She just wants to be in the chat. Doesn't seem like a hard thing to do. Well, get ready, ladies and gentlemen, to listen to this guy doggone crap right here.
Spread misinformation and blame you for the wellness check that they called on you. I have a very hard time believing that anyone would remain quiet. A very hard time.
Squirrel Girl Gaming, you were just in here sucking my ass the other night. Look at how quickly little Miss Hijab flip-flops. Begging, oh, I love your chat voices. Nobody makes fun of me. People make fun of me because I wear hijab. And yet, here you are. Where's the proof? What proof, Squirrel Girl, has Mandy shown to prove that I've done any of this? Where is your proof? Squirrel Girl, you're going to take a time out because you're a fucking moron, number one, and you need to learn how to do better at your fucking job. You might need some fucking training in the nursing field because you let your little care person run around unmanaged. So you get a timeout. And if you come back in my chat, you're going to get blocked.
Spread misinformation.
Okay, what the hell was that, right? That's because voices can't control her feelings. And all for nothing. Tells my caretaker to control me. Tells her all kinds of things when all she was doing was saying 2 days ago, I don't go up on panels because people make fun of me for my hijab. Then Mandy C and this idiot get in trouble with each other. We all know the damn story. Okay, let's not tiptoe around it. And because Mandy C and Voices is going at each other, this happens. So then I know I made a comment in Voices thing about don't do that again. Just because you're upset with Mandy C does not give you the right to make fun of other people. And it does not give you the right to attack someone based on their religion. So trust me, I did go in the chat and say something myself. And what was the result of that? She put my ass in the corner too. Ooh. Well, I waited my time out in the corner. Then I came right back out of it and said to her, don't you understand what the problem is? The problem is you keep putting Natasha in the conversation. And all my caretaker said was, don't make it about Natasha. Make it about what it is. You and Mandy. And I even said that. What the fuck does Natasha have to do with it? It's you and Mandy that are at war. And now, and we were both subs. We were both subs of Voices when she did this to us. We weren't just people running around and trying to get the gossip. We were subs of hers. And see how she treated that? And she's talking about my nurse has to get control of me because I'm run. Hey man, DC, how are you? Um, and she needs to get control of me because I'm running around YouTube doing what? Bitch, I've been working on my own thing. And that own thing is I wasn't online for 2 days because I was working on my damn. Oh, she did more than mock Muslims. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play that video again. So everybody get your ears tuned.
Spreading misinformation and blame you for the wellness check that they called on you. I have a very hard time believing that anyone would remain quiet. A very hard time.
Squirrel Girl Gaming, you were just in here sucking my ass the other night. Look at how quickly little Miss Hijab flip-flops. Begging, oh, I love your chat voices. Nobody makes fun of me. People make fun of me because I wear hijab. And yet, here you are. Where's the proof? What proof, Squirrel Girl, has Mandy shown to prove that I've done any of this? Where is your proof? Squirrel Girl, you're going to take a time out because you're a fucking moron, number one, and you need to learn how to do better at your fucking job. You might need some fucking training in the nursing field because you let your little care person run around unmanaged. So you get a timeout. And if you come back in my chat, you're going to get blocked.
Oh, and let's be sure, number 3 thing. And right after, or while in the midst of her saying all these horrible things, Granny says to Trash Mouth, come on, Voices. I get being upset, but you don't have to go so low on people. You know how it is. People believing things instead of insulting Squirrel. Explain why she's wrong. But she wasn't wrong. But I mean, that's not a bad comment. I'm saying that Granny was even trying to talk some fucking common sense into her ass. Hi, Heather. Yeah, she's unhinged. But she made it. She's saying, "Well, Squirrel Girl needs to get control of me because I'm running all over every place." And I'm telling you, when she made this comment, I had not been on YouTube for 2 days. Prior to that, 7 days. Prior to that, 2 weeks. Prior to that, 2 weeks. Prior to that, 2 weeks. This, I don't even know this. I can't call her a woman. I can't because of her mouth. Because no respectable woman would speak that way. And trust me, this is not the first time I have addressed her mouth. I can't call her a human being either, because human beings have a line of decorum that they follow. I don't know what happened to her either. Yes, Mandy, we heard that whenever she was screaming on the phone. And again, I said something to her in her chat when this was going on yesterday morning, and she put me in a timeout. She needs to put herself in a fucking timeout, I'll tell you that much. You don't understand. 90% of my subscribers are Muslim people, and they don't like to come out in public in my chat because of exactly what was just done. When you insult Squirrel for her hijab, which has nothing to do with YouTube. And the whole time, if we went back and looked how many times she never said anything else, she just had a nice, comment about, because she didn't wear that much makeup. So it was just horrible. Sorry, I had to get a drink. There was no need for it. None. None whatsoever. When you insult a Muslim female, a Muslim woman, do you realize you're attacking all Muslim women? And there are a lot of them who are my subscribers. There are a lot of them that are my subscribers from the UK, and a lot from here in the US. And the Muslim men take offense to that as well, because we wear headgear too. But it's much worse about hijab. I mean, who would make such horrible statements about hijab when the hijab is about a personal thing for that person and God? It's not about people. And I feel like she just went off that morning. She'd been up way too damn long in the first place. And she just attacked anybody that didn't kiss her ass. Because we were her subscribers and we had every right to be in there. Lord knows, I mean, Squirrel is a good subscriber for more people than I am. I'm going to tell you right now, because I've never liked her mouth and I've made it clear. And Mandy says, yes, Mandy, she has made comments like that before. And I can't believe she said, I can believe it. I know you think you can't believe it, but I can believe it. She does not care. Well, she wanted attention. Now she got it. That's all I can say. She wanted attention. Now she's got it. I hope everybody. I know one thing. If you're a human being with any sense of humanity, a human being with a sense of human decency, if you care about the rights of other women, you should all unsubscribe from her damn channel because it's a right of a woman. And I'm over here talking about it. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if she's Muslim or not. It's against women, and y'all should be pissed. You should be pissed. And here I am, a dude taking up for it. I'm just so tired of every time, we try to find somebody. I hid all my Muslim videos that I had up here. And I discussed it with her. And you made fun of her fucking job on top of that. I don't care if any of you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm a vet. I am disabled to the 6th level. Squirrel is my head RN. That means there are other RNs underneath her because of the things that they have to help me with. She cannot help me with certain things because I'm a Muslim. So you don't get to use that against her. Stop fucking attacking her. This is the 2nd time I've had to defend her from people. Last time it was against Natasha. And now it's about this. She tries to support everybody that she goes and talks to. I mean, why attack her on her medical career? And voices, my God, you can't hold a candle to her career. So what? You say you've been to RN? I do not believe you. You do not have any moral code in your body. This happened either yesterday morning or the morning before that. I can't. The one, she should have took her ass to sleep. She was up all day, all night, and it just runs together. I think it was yesterday morning. I don't believe. I believe what you're saying, Randy, about what she says, and I don't. She's the most. She's worse than the Grinch and the Grouch in the trash can together. She has. She needs some kind of medication, or she needs to go find a place in the woods and she can spout whatever she wants to, but that nobody else has to be around her. Last time I addressed this, I sent an email to Mandy, to her, and Scarlett, all at the same time. I didn't send different ones to them. I sent one email with all 3 of their names on it so that nobody could say I said this behind this person or this behind this person. I sent it to them all in one email. And she made comment about that too. About, you think I read your stupid fucking email? Well, obviously not. You don't care about an email where I addressed you in your mouth. I tried to do it the right way. But then here you go again. It's not your first time. Not your first time. Everybody keeps trying to push me to a side. Because I'm not on Natasha's side. I mean, she doesn't, care for me either. She doesn't care for me. I don't care for her. We leave a open space to not deal with each other. No harm, no foul. If she does something stupid, I'm talking about it. Yes, she was up all that night, Mandy. Yes, she was. So it wasn't hard for me to Yes, she is the master of her own undoing. I don't care either. That's why I'm making this right here. And that's why it's labeled what it is. Because I don't care about voices. What human compassion I had for her, I don't have. I am taking both hands and putting my hands up and giving her to God. And it ain't a different God. It is her God and my God are not the same thing, are not different from each other. Except I don't think she has a God. Not with that mouth. I don't understand her purpose other than to check the patience of other people. Hi, Auntie Side Eye. I'm sorry it happened too. I'm more sorry because it's more in depth than people think. It wasn't just telling Squirrel Girl something about her, because when you tell one that, it affects all the ones she knows. It affects all of them. You know, it's like, oh, it's really hard to explain, but really not so. If you attack me as a Muslim, then you're basically attacking all Muslims for the same thing. So when you attack a Muslim female for hijab, you're attacking them all. How damn stupid is that? Hey, Karen. Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm just, oh, I hope every female on this community and everywhere just unsubs for her, because that's what she gets. She has the nastiest mouth ever. Andy Side says, I understand what you're saying. It's the same with any religion. Yeah, it is. I mean, if you say something bad about a Catholic, you're saying something bad about them all. You know what? I thought that too. I found it weird she pretended to have a boyfriend. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't think she had a boyfriend per se. I think she was using that in the loose term and leaving it up for interpretation. Ain't buying that stuff. I unsub, couldn't stand the screaming and NC rants. All she does is scream. All she does is scream. She talks over everybody. I mean, Mandy, I ain't gonna lie. I was mad at you for a while. I ain't gonna lie. I was mad at you because I felt like she took over your channel every time you were, nice enough to invite her up there. But I've told you this before. I felt like she took over you. And so what? She thinks she's popular now because she has now got hooked on the makeup thing of whatever the hell she calls it. I don't care what she calls it. I am not a supporter. I will never support her, and I will never let her talk at me or to me in a way that she thinks is okay. I have no respect for her as a human being for what she did to Squirrel Girl. She doesn't deserve anything. I didn't see Scarlett's stream. Is that what the one she just had? Scarlett's stream, was it the one that Scarlett just had? I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me get a drink. It's phenomenal to how much and how worse her verbiage can get. Just when you think that it cannot get any worse, it goes worse. I have, in my faith, I'm supposed to be able to forgive because of Allah. But I can't this time. I'm willing to have to pay for it. Because I cannot be more gracious enough toward my main head caretaker, RN caretaker. I mean, you talk to her like she's, you think she's a CNA or something. You have no idea what she does for me. You have no idea what other RNs come in and she's in control of them. You have no idea. I've never talked about the extent of my injuries. I'm a veteran, but I've never talked about it, and I'm not going to. And I've never even, used protected class, except one time I have against Natasha. Karen at Mandy, are you going to get her brother on your panel? I don't know where all this hoghead stuff came from, but I find her a little ballsy, I guess. Well, when you weren't with her, do you want a link so you can come up, Mandy? If you do, you got to say yes again. Because I think that yes was for something else. That way, though, everybody's going to talk about it anyway. Side-Eye says, thank you for your service this year. Forgiving and forgetting are two different things. Forgiving is for you, not her, but you don't have to forgive. Oh, I can never forget. I can never forget it. When I heard it, I mean, I was sitting there listening to this and heard this disgusting word she was using for Mandy. And I was in another room. And then when I heard that, I mean, my mouth was wide open like, what the hell was that? And I immediately got on and said, what the hell are you saying that for? Like, you need to explain to me why you would say that to somebody. I mean, I was totally caught off guard. I cannot explain how important when I say caretaker, I do not mean that to make it a less status. Hey, Shalma, I do not mean to make that a less thing. It just does, it's kind of hard to say my RN. I got 3 or 4 of them. but this one is in charge of them all and stays with me 24 hours. I have explained it 100 times. I am not an easy patient. I'm not. And if you could see one time, one day in my life, what goes on from the beginning of, waking up to the end of it, you'd be amazed. So I have no problem standing up to a person, anybody that attacks my main RN. She holds my life in her hands. Karen says, I read something on main character syndrome. There's a few it's on YouTube. Well, I've never heard about it, and I don't know what the hell that is. I know what hoghead cheese is, but I don't know. And I don't go around calling people names like that. But I know what hoghead cheese is. That's all I know when I hear the word hoghead, and I hate hoghead cheese. I'm just not a person that calls people names, but I'm the kind of person that's gonna come after your ass if you lose it in my yard. I mean, I've been doing my own thing, like hiding in plain sight, my series on that. I mean, that's all I've been covering lately. I haven't had an open mic. I mean, but I hope, well, Mandy, you're in here, so I'm going to say what it is. I hope y'all don't get back together. Karen says it's having to be the center. Oh, everything like a narcissist. Oh, I know what narcissists are. I definitely know what they are. I even did a video about it. I named it Natasha the Narcissist. But dang, voices is something. I can't even think of I've never in my life seen a person who's so loud and vulgar, vile, just opens her mouth and she overtalks everybody and has these words that she uses that she makes up that you don't think it can go any lower until she opens her mouth and then goes lower. And then you're thinking, okay, it can't go lower. And then it goes lower. Well, there you go. I like it. K-Rain says, neither me either, Nasir. Her language is repulsive. It really is. I understand the family can't deal with her because I can't deal with her. And that's why, and the brother, I guess, Mandy says she's always been like that. Well, I can understand them why they can't stand to be around her. I mean, I don't care who, whenever she goes on any panel of somebody I'm listening to, I leave every time. I've always have. So I've never been a fan of hers because of those reasons. Got no, don't give a damn about what she has to say. It could be golden wisdom, but I can't do it. They are all over the place. I just don't understand, what's the key? Where's the key to turn her off? She vomits discrimination on top of, and then she tells her to get control of me, that I'm running all over the place. I hadn't even been on for 2 days when she said that, then 7 days before that, then 2 weeks before that. And most of the time when I go in a room, all I do is just say hello to everybody, and I'm a quiet watcher. I'm not a real big talker when I go in chat rooms. I'm a silent watcher, so I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But she won't ever again talk like that, because every time she does it, I'm gonna attack her. Every time she talks shit and calls names about Muslims, she's gonna have to face me. We don't do anything to people. I don't think me and Squirrel bother anybody. We don't go out and spew hate everywhere. We pretty much good. Let her listen now. We don't go around spewing hate at people. We're not, foul ass people who look for trouble. I never have had to leave my channel so far and be online to find trouble. Most of the time, I'm off and find trouble when I'm listening. That doesn't apply to me. There's nothing she could say. Karen says she may have had to help raise her siblings, but she has pure hate for them. She has pure hate for everything. Everything. But what doesn't she have hate for? What? The sun came up. She probably hates that. The sun goes down, but now we gotta hate that. I don't know how you were friends with her. I don't. Because she seems a lost cause. And if you said she's not religious, well, I'm sorry. Even an atheist doesn't sound like that. So I don't know what the fuck she is. I have 3 or 4 friends who are atheists. I don't try to change them. That's not my thing. If they ask me questions, I'll tell them. When I ask them questions, they tell me, because I try to understand what they come from. Oh, I believe that. Stole live stream paddles 3 times. Oh, I believe that. She stole your whole show, man. She stole your whole show a lot of times. That's what I mean by whenever she was up there a lot. She takes over any panel that she's on. It doesn't matter who's up there. She'll never take over my panel. I'm not playing with her. She don't get sensitivity from me. I tried to, I know you probably did, but it didn't take. It did not take. She lied to you in whatever response she gave to you. Because look at what she just did. She wasn't real with you when she told you anything. I learned a long time ago. In war, you can't change the hating people. And when you see them show their hate, you gotta watch them. Because there's nothing you can say or nothing you can do that can change it. There's something inside them that they hate. There's something inside them that they hate. And only they know what it is. Kevin says the way she talked about that stupid cookbook and wanting to destroy someone's real life was alarming. Like she got high for. Yes. My understanding is There's a lot of cookbooks out in the world with the same recipes, maybe a different picture on the book. But I'm sorry, me myself, I'm just not that concerned with Hannah's cookbook, especially trying to destroy her college career. I mean, it's a cookbook, okay? Shit. And most of the people that wanted to buy it was Natasha's people. It wasn't like she was gonna put it on, Barnes and Noble shelves. She was selling it to Natasha's people only, and they know it's a cookbook. Oh, I didn't know that. There. Wait, I've lost my mouse. Okay. When I'd mentioned I was going live about NC, she would go, "I didn't know that. I thought I thought she was on panel with you a lot." I don't know. Wow. Um, I just don't feel Hannah. I mean, somebody maybe I'm wrong. I mean, just the cookbook to me was just a book that Hannah made on her own with the recipes. Maybe the main recipe. How many damn ways can you make macaroni and cheese? You know. Karen said she ordered. Wait, she said she orders 3. Then she said maybe I did, maybe I did. Oh hell no, I ain't got time. I I've avoided her. I've avoided her, and I try to stay away from her because the screaming, the lying, the everything. She thinks she's so trustworthy. I mean, she's pathetic. She's pathetic. Oh, and let me just touch upon the real big subject, 9/11. People are saying, no, she wasn't at 9/11. People are saying, yeah, she was at 9/11. Well, well, well. Let me say what I saw on the ground at 9/11. There were no civilian people digging for bodies and picking up body parts. There were no civilian people doing that except firemen. Well, those aren't what we call civilian. That's not what I'm saying. There were policemen, firefighters, rescue firemen, and all of that. Those people were doing that kind of work because they're the only ones authorized to do that work. Little civilians like the Red Cross and people who volunteered for them were there to give drinks, and they were far, far back from, you know, not to see anything that was gross. So they would give drinks to the firemen, maybe brought some sandwiches and stuff like that for a rest. But there were no civilians digging through the rumble for body parts. So I'm sorry that the truth is not going to match your fantasy. No. No, 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 no. No. She tried to say she was a first responder. No. Next, she'll be a paramedic RC. Oh, I'm gonna just leave that there for a second because that's even worse. So, are you saying she missed the planes running? Oh my god. Did she miss the plane's hit because of this? That right there, I'm gonna be nauseous. Thanks, Mary. Thank you for the nausea. Let me get some Tums. Disgusting. I know people who like her who want to feel important. Sorry, I got taken over here.
Oh, she asked for the link.
Who did?
Mandy, it's right there.
You know I can't see nothing. Oh, sorry, Mandy.
I'm gonna go get a
Squirrel
drink, but I'll be
got
right
you.
back, okay?
All right, there's the link, Mandy. Come on
Oh,
down.
I'm gonna grab my phone.
Yeah, Mandy talks a lot in chat, but yet she won't. Tracy Osborne.
Mandy's awesome.
Oh, Tracy, that is such a good thing. Tracy Osborne says, "Who would have sex voices? I don't know, but I don't want to see it." Hey,
Oh my God.
why would you?
Oh, Tracy. That is funny. Okay, but that was that was my exact thoughts too. But when it comes to the 9/11 thing, she used to try to tell me that she was a first responder at 9/11. That was the original story. And then I brought it up to the brother, I think when I was speaking to him a long time ago. This wasn't recently. This is when I first started speaking to him after he reached out to me when I left a voice message on his cell phone about the ashes, okay? And he said that that's bullshit. She was never at 9/11.
I
She was
know
never.
she wasn't there. I know she wasn't there. All this bullshit about a first responder. No way, no how.
No, yeah.
I don't believe it at all. I know who was where down there, and there wasn't no civilian or first responder. Hell no, she couldn't handle that. She'd be mentally fucked up for a long time.
Oh
But
yeah. And there's people that even today that they've passed away from, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Like the chemical or whatever it was in the air, like all the whatever.
asbestos.
Yeah, people that were
That's
first
right.
responders.
So
Yeah.
see, she don't have enough information to know better. I hate hearing her when she says it. I'm just like, you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
I don't even remember anything back then. I was only in third grade.
well, you can't, like when she says it. I know she's lying, but what's the point of arguing with her? Just to get her to yell more. But this right here was too much. I mean,
Yeah.
she shouldn't have fucking opened her mouth like that.
I can't believe what she said about Squirrel. I'm like, where does that even come from? Like, how was it because she was just in her chat? Like, what happens?
No, 2 days before, not yesterday or the other day. That's where I'm getting confused.
It must have been yesterday because I wasn't around yesterday. I was supposed to do a live stream yesterday. And I was not around the whole entire day. So that must have been when it took place.
Okay, she said she was going, they were looking at makeup and shit. I know it was about makeup. And then I guess she said, people want to come up on the panel, I guess.
Okay.
And Squirrel said that I read about, where is it? This one, she said, I don't go up on panels. I don't want backlash for wearing a hijab. So I just chat.
Okay.
That's what she said. And then she said another comment that I don't know what happened in that time span. Oh, I think she said the next thing she said was, she kept talking about Natasha, right? And I texted in there, right? I wasn't in there. We were both in there. And I said, why you keep talking about Natasha? Just make it between you and Mandy like it is. Quit trying to bring somebody else into this,
Right.
And of course, Squirrel Girl agreed with it to make it you and her, because y'all were the ones that were going at each other. And somehow or another, she did not like that and turned it on her, made her be like she wasn't a sub. She just like somebody, when people run into rooms, spit shit out, a
Right, right,
troll.
right. So what did she say about Squirrel? She said something about her hijab.
Yeah, she said. Let me see. Oh, let me play this. Listen to this. This is what she said to her about the hijab.
Spread misinformation and blame you for the wellness check that they called on you. I don't. I have a very hard time believing that anyone would remain quiet. A very hard time.
Squirrel Girl Gaming, you were just in here sucking my ass the other night. Look at how quickly little Miss Hijab flip-flops. Begging, oh, I love your chat voices. Nobody makes fun of me. People make fun of me because I wear hijab. And yet, here you are. Where's the proof? What proof, Squirrel Girl, has Mandy shown to prove that I've done any of this? Where is your proof? Squirrel Girl, you're going to take a time out because you're a fucking moron, number one, and you need to learn how to do better at your fucking job. You might need some fucking training in the nursing field because you let your little care person run around unmanaged. So you get a timeout. And if you come back in my chat, you're going to get blocked.
Wow. And you know what? They
Wait,
want to talk about.
and then Granny said two voices. Come on, voices. I get being upset, but you don't have to go so low on people.
You get
You
being
know,
upset. You get being upset. Okay, but when real life shit happens, like, why does everybody have to? Okay, so where's everyone else's proof, right? I do have things. The thing is that I was busy yesterday. Real life stuff happens. Like, I'm just saying. So it's not like I drop everything for live streams, and especially not after the way that people act on here. Absolutely fucking not.
right?
So I had things to do, and I plan on getting around to them when I feel like it.
Exactly.
That's just how it is.
And so this comment was from Granny, and it wasn't a bad comment. She was just telling her you don't have to go low on Squirrel. You just need to explain to her why you don't have to go low or insult Squirrel. Just explain what your difference is of why you don't believe what she said. That comment was uncalled for what Voices did. Totally.
Yeah. She called for her job. Yeah, that was crazy. And then no one's okay. So at this point, like when you say certain things like that, it's just like, whoa, like
That was a whoa moment. I was in
now
another
you can't
world.
even say anything about what other people say as of recent. Like it's one like you know what I mean? Like if you want to bring up something that a create or somebody with the channel has said that is like kind of like I don't know, discriminatory or whatever, discrimination. You can't really do it at that point because now people are going to say, well, look what you said about the hijab comment.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm pretty reasonable, but I draw the line at certain things.
nobody was kissing her ass. Why is she talking like other people? It's so weird. Ew, stop. Why is she talking like that?
I don't know. I don't even know. Squirrel Girl used to go in there when she did the makeup things, and she doesn't really talk that much. Um,
It's like she's trying to copy Natasha for some reason. It's so fucking weird. Sorry to swear, but it's so weird. I tried to not do that much on your panel, but it's so weird how people do that while they're calling out the person. I'm just like, I see it all around on YouTube. It's like, why are you trying to embody that while calling it out? Eventually, somebody will put you in your place and say, hey, look, you're acting just like that. How are you any better?
I thought I was imagining it.
Oh, you agree with me on that?
Absolutely. I thought this is a mini Natasha Cooper. because the only time anybody has ever come at Squirrel was Natasha Cooper about being a Muslim. I have a video on my channel about Natasha calling Squirrel a roach and the stuff about her hijab
Oh
was
boy.
Natasha fucking Cooper. So yes, I think she's trying to become the new Natasha Cooper. I can't
Yes,
believe that.
yes, yes. And the way that she's acting and treating people, the problem with her is that I'm just like, you know what? That woman is going to be her own undoing because she's getting worse. It's like she's doing things for shock value, and you can only do stuff so much where people are getting used to it. It's like, okay, now what else? Like, now what else can you do? You've already said the most vile shit you could possibly say. I mean, you've insulted everybody that watches you. It also, by making discriminatory comments like that, you're turning away from possible supporters and viewers. That's just dumb.
Absolutely. The sad part about it is that Natasha is sounding
He's sounding what?
cleaner, not that bad.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're saying
No.
you're saying stuff so bad and horrific and vile that Natasha sounds clean,
Um,
but
so,
but she doesn't lose any subscribers, so she doesn't have the act down good enough.
well, she doesn't have. Well, the thing is usually when there's somebody that leaves Natasha, there's always somebody that comes in to replace it. So that's why it's like a revolving door of people. So that's why it's like the same amount of people that are watching. I don't even know. Whatever. I'm not even trying to make this about that the whole thing. I'm just saying that this woman has become so nasty, and she's become very arrogant too within a short period of time. It's like, for what? Why are you so arrogant? Why? Because you have a certain amount of people in your chat that can all be lost within a day, even a couple hours. It depends on a lot of different things that take place. Like, don't think that those people are going to be constantly with you, because the second that you talk about something else, they're gone. It's because they don't have interest in what you're saying. That's why when she was talking about the true crime stuff, not many people were there. They don't care. Like, she didn't start off her channel like that. Therefore, those people didn't subscribe for the true crime content.
Well, what is she gonna? Well, I get what you're saying because I'm like, what is she gonna do when the Price is Wrong loses its thing? Because I thought that's really when the fact that when you called her and the response you got when she said about she was on the Price is Wrong thing
Oh
that
yeah.
she didn't get down, which I thought was odd as fuck. Because right now that's important to her because people are watching it, but it's not going to last forever. Uh,
Mind you, let me tell you something. She was on that live for hours. Didn't even acknowledge anything that I was saying. It wasn't like I was like, oh no, you need to be on the phone with me for like this long. No, didn't even bother acknowledging it, and then lied to say that she doesn't look at her phone. She looks at her phone during her live streams. Please friggin' stop. And
wow.
then yeah, and but when it came to real life shit on her, it's, oh, like poor me, boo-hoo, like poor voices, everybody needs to drop the whole damn world stops. And then
Yeah.
she wants to go as far as tell me, well, have Mandy prove it, like in her raspy voice. Sounds like she smokes 5 packs of cigarettes a day. But when it came to her brother, it was like, if it wasn't for me, bitch, you wouldn't have had proof. I was nice enough to record it. I didn't have to do it. Like, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have even known that. And at this point, and from my conversation with her brother, I'm starting to believe that she's the one that messaged him or something like that on her own, pretending to be somebody else, and then knowing that he would message me because I'm the only person on YouTube that he has my number, because she wanted me to contact him a year ago about the ashes. And it went exactly how she thought. So then when I told her about it, she asked this woman is crazy. Like, she has some type of mental health. There's something going on that's just, wow.
She has something going on that she needs help with because it's not natural. Or even, I mean, I've known some hateful people, and this is not natural. I mean, even though I'm Muslim, I see a lot of hateful people, but it's just not natural. This how she is. I mean, it's just 24 hours. I mean, what does she? Have you ever heard her happy about anything?
No. I'm trying to think. Usually it's something like she doesn't sound like she's being genuine. It usually has to do something with the only time I've heard her say something was when she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go run over to the mechanics and pretend like I'm gonna go have him put his hand on top of my hand because Natasha's saying that I can't get a boyfriend or something." I'm like, "What? What?" I'm
Yeah, I
like,
didn't
"What?
buy that.
What?" Like you're going that far to like try to prove something that doesn't even exist? That's so
I didn't.
weird to
I
me.
didn't buy that shit.
No,
I mean,
Nashir,
yeah.
she has like that guy is somebody that really is her mechanic, but they're not dating. Like that's
No,
not
yeah.
a yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I knew it was her mechanic, but when she started explaining that whole thing, he's always there for me. He gets it and brings my car to the shop and doesn't try to, when she was explaining all that, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that's your mechanic, but that ain't your boyfriend.
No, that's definitely not. And it's so weird because one time on the phone she was like, "Oh, I was like, man," she was like, "I have to go." She's like, "I'm about to go have some wild sex with the mechanic." And I'm like thinking, ew. And I
Oh
was like,
God.
I said, "Angela, did you forget that you told me that that was fake?" And she was like, "Okay, well, whatever. I have to go."
Oh God.
I swear that happened. I was like, wow. Okay then.
You're funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you forget?
Yeah,
Okay.
she didn't even
Yeah.
care. She's like, "Oh, okay, well, whatever. I have to go."
Oh
I was
my.
like, "All right."
That's hilarious.
I know.
We just act like I didn't tell you that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Man,
And
that's
she'd be up very late. Like she'd be up all like a lot talking about like one day she'd be like it was very mood swingish. It was like one day it was she said she didn't care about the drama stuff. She said, "I'm not even talking about it." She's like, "I don't think we like talking about we." I hate when people say that we need to stop doing we. And I'm like, nope, nope, not on my channel. So I'm not stopping anything. I said, "You do what you want on your own." But she would be like, I'm just going to go to the true crime stuff. I said, "Okay, that's fine." I said, "But I'm just letting you know, not many people are going to watch because that's not why they subscribed. Your channel started having more people in the chat due to the drama stuff."
man. I don't. I don't see how she could do true. I think when she did the chance video, it was interesting, you know.
Mm,
But
yeah,
then I was confused about something, and that something is that she made it sound like she was on the ground there, and is really knows the lady Chance's wife, like knows her, like knows her.
Bailey.
Um,
Yeah,
and so I get confused. It reminds me of Chris Watts, where people say they got involved in the case. So I'm like, wait, are you just reporting on it, following with it, and you done got too close, or you think you are, or have you convinced yourself you're in this case? And that's what confuses me because she
yeah. I
makes
don't
it.
know what's up with that. I mean, I don't know I don't know what her relationship is like with that family, or if what she's saying is even true. I have no idea.
Wow, but that just scares me. Like if she's involved herself in their real life.
Well, oh, okay, yeah. So it is worrying, but because I remember like when was it? It was before okay, so it was before the live stream I had about her where she first pulled some shit where she was talking about like she was talking about life uh perplexed Laura and stuff and all that stuff with Granny's watching, and then when I recorded her the thing about Glenn. Okay, before that live stream she was telling me something about a case she was going to cover, and she did like a brief live stream on it. It wasn't that long, and I don't even remember the names. I don't know if it was the same case that she's talking about now. I can't freaking remember, but it had to do with somebody that was missing. And she called me saying that she was on the phone before with her mods, and some guy that's involved or that's a suspect or something was going to go shoot somebody's dogs. And like he got all worked up. I said, well, Angela, what has made him all worked up? What do you, I was like, so he's going to go kill someone and the dogs? And she's like, yeah. She was like, I tried to contact the police department. The police department doesn't care. I said, oh my God. I said, what the hell? I said, so somebody can die tonight over this? And I said, it just seems weird to me that all of you guys were on the phone with somebody. This guy is out of nowhere, just he's raging and he wants to go kill dogs and people. I said, it just seems very odd to me. And nothing ever came about of it, but but it just seems like she just tries to, Angela and her team, they just try to put their nose into things that have nothing to do with them, create problems, and then act like they're close to something that they're really not into, meaning like a true crime case. That's just my take on it.
Well, I hear you, and I take you. Hi Mo, hi Deja Voodoo. I like that name. I had to say hello to them because. And Mandy, did you see what Squirrel wrote to you? Because we over here just talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the
No.
comments. I can look. Okay, yeah, no problem, Squirrel.
Now everybody's
I
looking.
I can give you mine.
And now everybody's looking at y'all. Y'all so. Oh, I laugh at you more than you know. I just do. I mean, yeah, I'm a troublemaker. Anyway, no, I'm not. I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Nashir, but yeah, what was your live stream about voices before? Because she did tell me, she's like, that Nashir, he's made a live stream about me before. I was like, really? I was like, I didn't even watch it. I had no idea. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Huh.
Not that long ago. Did you forget?
No.
I just saw the title, and then it was like, I didn't ever.
I'm looking to see where her name is.
Oh, okay.
Cause the bullshit of voices and coops on YouTube stream 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
I went to the other tab and looked through because I don't remember it right. It was 2 weeks ago, but it got me 421 views, so it must have been good.
Oh, that's good for your channel. It's all right. I saw a Squirrel. I'm so sorry. I said something to defend you yesterday, but I didn't hear the awful discrimination part, or I would have said more. Yeah, isn't that horrible? What the frick? It's like it's like voices. Have some self-restraint. I thought that. I mean, I get having a moment, but my lord.
But what were you saying about that video? What was she saying?
Oh no, she just said, she was like, because she said, trying to remember how it came about. I don't know. She was talking about you guys somehow on the phone or whatever, and she said, yeah, Nashir made a video about me. I said, Nashir is like, he seems pretty nice. And she said, oh no, he made a video about me just not that long ago. And I said, he did? And so I looked at it, and she told me the title, and so that's what I looked at it. But I said, oh, I never watched it. She was like, yeah. She's like, so they've never liked me. And
no, see, there's no they in that sentence. There's he. He don't care for you. And this is why. Because you have, the mouth thing. I mean, because I don't think there's enough bleach or anything I could buy to help that mouth. So, I don't know. I'll go back and review my video, but
I don't even remember. Our conversations were all over the place, and it was hard to follow sometimes because she was just very amped up and like loud.
Yes, she's all over the damn place. But I mean, whatever I said in there must have been good because it got a lot of views on it. So I ain't worried about it. I know I didn't say anything bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't do that. I don't cut people down. So I'm not worried about what I said, regardless, That's my curse. I have a thing about telling the truth.
Right.
That's
But
it.
again, but Nashir, like, on these YouTube around here, on this community, there's a lot of selective outrage. So what she said about Squirrel, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of excuses, but God forbid somebody says something about their religion or something, whatever, something that means something to them, they'll all be in hysterics. I'm just over it. I'm over it.
I know I got it out my system now. But I had said before to Squirrel, right? Um, that I had discussed the subject before about having that chapter of my YouTube page. Should I take it private? And she said, it's up to me, but she didn't think so. And I said, well, I don't want it to be where people used it against me. The Allah's house, because people have been close to it before. So when this happened, I said, I really think I should take the videos from Allah's house and make them private for myself because that's personal to me. Um, and that's just what I think I'm going to do because people have attacked you on it twice. The
Who's
same
Allah?
subject.
Who's Allah? Who's
Allah is God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the way you pronounced it, I thought it. Never mind. I get it. Yeah.
I know I have a speech thing. Allah. So I had it on my main page. There was, how I have them grouped up. I have the encouragement videos and have them grouped up. The young fun, and my first line of videos was Allah's house, right? And that was all videos I made about Allah. So I've hidden them now because I'm tired of people using my religion against me. Enough people know what religion I am. Um, Obviously, because of what Voices just did. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And
So
it's no different than anybody saying that they're a Christian or whatever. This isn't like it's some type of a religious channel.
exactly. So I've hidden it. Well, I've made private all my Allah videos. So now it's not a subject for anybody to go into because that is for me. Um, and if I don't want people making fun of that, then I'm just not giving it to them to see. Um, that's just really important to me. So they're just not going to see it. I'm just going to have the videos I make for that private. I always go back and look at them.
And it's not an argument towards anything. It's like, okay, so that's somebody's belief. So what are you trying to prove here? Like what? Where are we going with this? It's silly. It doesn't
It
to
shouldn't
even
have
bring up.
It shouldn't be, but see, like this, Voices doesn't come over to our channel. You know that. So she said something foul with it not even being about my channel. So I just don't want them on there anymore. I want to hide them just so that somebody can't use it. It's just stupid. It's my faith. I'm not proud. I'm not embarrassed by my faith at all. Um, but I don't like people using it as a weapon.
I
Hey,
see. Yeah.
hey, Michael. Oh, here we go.
Well, most of them don't even know about the religion itself, and we've had these conversations. It's not like most of them don't even know about the religion, and most of them, the ones who identify as Christians, aren't even active in their own religion, so they really have no place to talk.
Mo said, I've said before that Nasir and I believe differently, but I would always fight for his rights for freedom of religion, same as I do. Thank you, Mo. Michael says, Voices is talking crap about you, Mandy.
Oh,
On
what's new? Well, what's new? What have I done to her? Can anybody please tell me what I have actually done to her negative? Like, I have done nothing but try to help her. And because I was upset about her going real life on me, I'm somehow the problem. Whatever. Fuck it at this point.
What the
If
heck?
that's what people want to think, so be it. But I know what I've done for her, and I know that I was good. So, and people that have actually followed and paid attention, they know that as well. This is just selective outrage bullshit that she's a narrative she's trying to push a smear campaign against me, even though I didn't even want to make it any type of content. I tried to avoid that, which people fail to understand, and I explained it multiple times. I even took down my first video where I didn't even mention her name, okay? Because she was live. She was live for like 3 to 4 hours about the Price is Wrong. But I was nice to give her the benefit of the doubt, hopefully wait until she was done. But still, even with that, all I was told was, oh, like as a response to what happened. And it just everything that happened, I was just dismissed. It's just a mess, and I'm whatever. She has no reason to be mad with me. If anything, I have the right to be pissed off considering
I
the
I
situation.
think she's doing like talking back or talking at you like she was doing the day before to create I can't read that. Let me see this. Put that right
And
there.
she's
Um
talking about weird things that aren't even real. Like, it's so bizarre to me. It's like, uh, where did you even come up with this in your head? Like, I can't even keep up with her nonsense because people have been sending me things. And with her reaction, what she's doing is she's reacting to the things that I've been saying on my stream. And it's just like, what have I done to you? Why are you so angry? I didn't have to tell you about your brother, about somebody going real life on you. If it wasn't for me, you would not have known. So why do you, like, I dropped everything for you. Therefore, again, why are you pissed off? You're telling me to prove things, but did you ever think that you wouldn't have proof if it wasn't for me, lady? Where would you have had proof? You wouldn't have, right? So shut the fuck up. Tired of you.
I don't understand the yelling all the time. I mean,
She thinks that that means that it brings more truth to what she says when she yells, and it just
if I hear TOS one more time,
TOS. She's not somebody to talk about TOS. Just listen, lady. Just because you're disabled doesn't give you the right to treat people the way that you do. And
I'm disabled, but I'm on a higher level than her. And there are levels. And the only way you will find out about the levels is if you're on a higher level. I'm mean, just say that right now. She's not on a higher level.
do you
Um,
mean like a higher functioning?
um, yes, it's something like that. A higher level is a functioning part. Like, let's say a person in a wheelchair is going to have a different level than a person who can go get a job.
Right, they're a lower functioning. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I get what you mean. Like they're more dependent on somebody else to help them. They have more needs and stuff. Like you can be more independent. A higher functioning person is more independent. They have more of a sense of independence and can do more things on their own.
That is correct. And then there are those who just are bed with a tube in their mouth to breathe, you
Right.
know? So that's what I mean by that. So, but the only way people would know about those levels is if they're either highly involved with it or, they're a family member or whatever. But I don't like it being used like she says. Well, I'm a disabled veteran, so I don't like her saying those things because I don't use those things. I
Right. You
don't
don't use it as an excuse.
exactly. I do not use it as an excuse. So when she says all that, well, what are you going to say to me? Because I'm disabled on a higher level than you are, and I'm a veteran. So you go after religious discrimination, then what the hell? You know, she's all over the place. She makes no sense to me. And I mean, I don't know why. I just didn't like her
He's
before.
trying to turn this into content, into some type of back and forth, tit for tat type of thing between us. Even though I tried to avoid that, like my issue also with her is that she had no problem. And Melissa Jade already got my panel explain things, and yeah, I was pissed off considering the situation, and I just went off. But with that said, Voices, Angela had no problem with going up on Melissa Jade and speaking up about the situation slightly, but could not even come up on my own, nor could she speak to me in privately about it. So please, somebody tell me again how Voices is not trying to make this a tit for tat, back and forth content purposes thing. I don't view it as that. And that was her whole point behind this. To try to invade my personal life, I don't find that as content. I wouldn't find that even for anyone. So this just shows her character and the kind of person that she is. Take it as you wish, but
No,
that's on you.
I agree. I totally agree with that. You can't fall back on it when you got nothing else. Sorry, I drink my lemon water.
That's okay.
And I guess that kind of weirds for her too. How's she going to come at me now with that? I can't say nothing to her because I'm disabled in a protective class. Really? You just attacked in that area. Not very bright there, buddy. You know? Because she talked about, me when she said that my RN needed to get control of me and
What? This woman's supposed to be an activist. I thought she was this big time activist. She said that I'm an activist. Well, my lord, I would not want her as an activist or somebody that spoke up for me, because she attacks people with mental health issues. Everything that she says that she doesn't do is what she does. So she does. I don't know. She's not an activist. An activist does not act like this. And I'm tired of people coming to YouTube in this community calling themselves activists, and they're anything fucking but.
check this out. Artful Dodger. Are you dodging now? Michael is talking crap. Voices was crafting, not talking about Mandy at all. I find that odd.
Okay, well, Michael Portner is somebody who's always been their comments are just always usually I think I even have them blocked on my channel. Just saying. So you can't get mad at us. Wait, let me just clarify this. So for anybody over there saying, "Oh, isn't that whatever?" You can't get mad at us for just reading out a comment and replying to it. What you should be more focused on is the person who clearly is known for going into chats and starting up things, and he's blocked on most people's chats. Did you ever think of that? Well, that's me telling you. You might want to think of that.
Well, let me say something first. Michael has been in my chat a good bit. You know what I'm saying? So, Artful, go listen to Voices for yourself. And I've never seen Artful before. So, I'm going to say...
I'm going off from my experience, from what I've observed on the person. All I know is I'm not going to be arguing with anybody about it. It's just stupid. I'm just saying that we're just responding to what's being said in the chat, and that's that.
Do you know Artful?
I don't know any of these people. I've seen them in chats before.
Well, yeah, but I don't know Artful Dodger at all. I know Michael, from being in my chats before, and he's not
When I say I don't know someone, when I say I know someone, that's because I've had conversations with them. But these people, I don't know any of them on that type of a level. I just have seen them in chats. Well, so I can only go off of that.
Time out. Girl says, I was listening and only heard her say she knew we were alive and that Mandy was blocked. That's it, unless I missed it. So, I just put Art in timeout. I don't know him. I do know Michael. So, and Michael, I don't play in here with that.
Well, what did Artful say that was bad? I don't see anything that was said that was. I'm just not following.
He was just saying all, he was trying to start an argument with Michael and say everything was bullshit. And trust me, I just stopped it before it started, or we'd be distracted and trying to interject between
Well,
those.
actually, it's the other way around, hon, because Michael just said Voices is talking crap about humanity on her live. And then somebody said that it's not even like that. All she said was that somebody went in there telling her that I was over here talking about her, and she said that she has me blocked. Therefore, Michael's the one that was trying to make it portray it as if it was something more than what it wasn't. So therefore, that person is wrong regardless as to whether they've been in your chats or not. That's a given.
Well, I got a cure for that. Wait.
Well, then go listen to it. I don't go off. This is why I don't go off of the word of mouth. I'm just responding to what was said. And if you're going to make a thing about it, I suggest, Nashir, you go back and listen to it for yourself. That's all.
I put them both in timeout.
Oh, well, that's a way to deter people from the channel.
Uh-oh.
Calm down.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah, I just saw that.
This is why I can't be trusted.
Oh my God.
Did you just put me in timeout?
No, I blocked you for 5
It says
minutes.
Squirrel Girl Gaming was blocked for 5 minutes.
How do I undo it? I don't think I
Let
can.
me see. I might just have to wait 5 minutes.
That is too
That is
funny.
funny.
Y'all can't trust me with a button.
You're like a teacher that's like, you know what? Everybody's in timeout.
Oh, anyway, I heard what you said. And hey, Stacy.
See, that's what I'm saying, Stacey. See what I'm saying? Everyone's saying that. So you know what? Like I said, it's best to go listen for yourself instead of giving yourself a headache trying to figure out what was said. Just go back. It saves time. I just have so little time for the bullshit anymore.
I usually just read them and move on.
Whatever.
Yes. No voices will say
Whatever.
with no receipts. I hate that right there, the receipts thing. Just fucking use the word evidence.
I don't even care.
Because I'm not worried about that.
Subs start the most shit. This is proof. Viewers start the most shit. You do. They do. They go back and forth and say this one's saying this one's saying that, just to try to get a reaction.
Yeah, I just put them up to read, and then I go down and goes, and we continue on with how stupid I am at blocking people. I shouldn't be trusted with the block feature.
Anyways, I don't care what she said. I think very little of her. I don't give a shit. All I know is that I'm speaking about what happened to me. I'm responding to Stacy.
Oh.
I'm responding to her. All I know is that I'm speaking up about the things that have happened to me, and I have the right to do so. And that's that. That's not talking shit. That's talking about something that happened.
Exactly. I concur.
Do what you want. If you want to act like, you're on some fucking, I don't know what, with this whole someone's trashing this one, it's silly. Just go back and listen to it. I think that's the best thing to do, which I won't be going back to listen because I have no interest.
You telling Stacy to go listen to it, right? You're not talking to me, right?
No.
Good, because I would tell you, I ain't going to listen to shit.
Talking to Stacy, Michael, and the other one.
Yeah, I'm just tell the people in the chat right now, it's not going to happen for me. If you need to go back and listen to her chat, go listen to it for yourself. But I'm not going to listen to it. I don't give a shit what she has to say. She did an unforgivable thing in my eyes.
It's nice out today. It's hot, though.
It's 94 here, mostly cloudy. And that's probably because I'm mad. That's why it's mostly cloudy. So if you have to go to the beginning of my of this thing to understand what the hell's on, then you go back. You get plenty of information right there. Got no problem with it. But I'm not going to play with voices no more. Didn't talk to her before, and she was trashing me. So I don't give a shit what she says. At all.
Wait, bitch, what? Wait, whoa, what? Okay, so Sorry, this just like caught me off guard. Holy shit. And I don't know how Granny does her members only thing, but I'm laughing because I am living for this stream right now. So she titled the stream, it's for members only. It says, hi ho ho, off the mechanic we go. And then it says, fuck, what does it say? What the hell? Where is it? Maybe she changed the title of it. It says, at least the mechanic is hot, laughing emojis. Okay, I can't play anything because this is members only. But yeah, I'm interested in this.
You're gonna play it? Or?
No, I'm not gonna play it because it's for members only.
Oh.
I was just saying I thought it was interesting how there's a stream scheduled for this.
And it's funny because you were just talking about the mechanic.
Yeah, I know. So I'm curious as to what's said, but obviously I can't play it here because it's meant for people that are members, you know?
You got it all hot and bothered.
What?
Shalma, are you calling? Shalma, are you calling Granny a Karen? Oh, no. I think that was misunderstood. Stacy as wow, because I see you in there often. I'll make sure she. No, Shalma.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Stacy's being a flip. You're the flip flopper. You're the shit stirrer. So wow, I'll make sure she knows how you feel. Like you're being such a flip flopper and such a shit stirring viewer. Like why? For what?
Stacy, don't do that. Shalma.
So good job showing your ass. I would block that I would time that one out.
No, it's a misunderstanding. Stacy's not going to do that because Shalma is not
Why not time them out, but time out the other ones? So it doesn't make no sense.
You're so mean to me.
No, I'm just trying to make sense. I like to make sense of things. I don't know. It's just me.
Well, did Mandy, Squirrel Girl, what? Mandy, y'all abuse me. I'm not a member, so does that mean I can't see her?
Well, it's because members pay. So you're paying for content that's not given to, that's not meant for everyone to see. Therefore, it is rude if I was to be sharing it when people are paying for it. That's the point of it. So yeah, you can't see it unless you become a member. And to become a member, I think it's only $1 or $2. That's what I paid, I think.
Heather, you're right. I'm just going to stick to what I know how to do. And what I know how to do is I click all the comments usually and let them come up here. If I like them or don't like them, doesn't matter. I just want everybody to get their 2 cents on the wall. And then I put them down, whether I agree with them or not. I let everybody get their 2 cents. And then, but I did block Stacy for the timed her out for a few minutes. But I know Shalma isn't somebody to do that to Granny because I see her over there all the time. See, I'm not a big talker in other people's chats, as you know, Mandy. I go to your chat and listen. I hardly ever say anything. And I put, comments that everybody makes in my chat. So it's just, I like to hear what everybody says. It doesn't mean I have to agree with it or not. I just give them their 2 minutes of famous being on the floor. I just find it odd that she's trying to pretend like there's no problem still. Or is that just, Oh,
I see what you mean. That's what I'm trying to say too, trying to make it seem that way, but there is. I totally agree.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you. Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay. What'd you have for lunch? Yes, that's off the wall. Did you have a salad? Who are you talking to?
Did I have a salad?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Why? How did you know that?
I'm psychic. No.
How did you know that? That's scary. For real. I actually had 2 salads yesterday.
Oh boy. I can't explain it to you. At least oh. So are you ever gonna forgive her and make up with her? I hope
No.
not.
Mm-mm. No. I don't. See, that's where like I've forgiven her. It's been two times. The other times it wasn't really anything, but the other time it wasn't really anything. I didn't even know her like that. But um, so after that, no, definitely not. Like there are certain things that you show me a part of your personality or character that you're capable of doing, and it's just like, no, I'm not. I wouldn't be okay with speaking to somebody that does that to
Well,
another
see,
person for no reason.
exactly. That would be like like you say to me, will you ever talk to her if she tries to come and apologize? No, because there's
No.
no apology for the audio that I have. It would be a fake apology at best.
Well, I always tell people when it comes to like really like things like that, it's like the best apology is to show you are sorry. And to show you are sorry is through actions. And that takes time. That's not something that's just like I'm sorry. That's not something that is just given. Like sorry, the word becomes useless the more you say it. It's empty.
Yeah, but I don't know how she would be able to show me
I'm not
any
asking for her to
changes.
show me. I know, but I'm saying you should. Well, for one, somebody wouldn't act in those types of ways. You know what I mean? Like you
Right.
would with time, but I'm not even interested in anything with her. I have no interest with that shit. So
That's my same thought. It may be wrong or maybe not, but I have no interest in her. Period. The comments she made that I played on that video are just too far. I'll go to bat all day long for my RN because I know what she does every day for me. I would not still be alive, and that is very powerful. So I can't take it lightly for someone to attack her religiously or discriminate against her religiously because you're also doing that to me as well. I mean, I wear a head covering, so even though I'm a male and she's a female, I mean, a head covering is a head covering, whether it be hijab or my kufa cap. You know what I mean? It's a head covering. That's just how it works. So if people can't understand that, too bad, so sad. I mean, I try to be pretty nice. And I think by being too nice, maybe, I think people try to walk all over me. Does that make sense? She's here. She just has me muted. Hello, Mandy. Oh, she's listening to somebody else.
no, I'm here. Oh wait, yeah, I'm here.
I said, did you were you hearing me? 'Cause
Yeah, I was listening to what you were saying.
oh, okay, because I was asking you a question.
Oh, I missed that part. Then my bad.
I was about to say, don't ask me to say that. I mean, I'm just nice. I think I'm nice to everybody, and I don't like to go into where I feel like I'm being just aggressive, but sometimes I have to just be aggressive because being nice is not enough sometimes.
So that's a question.
No, I
I'm
forgot the
asking you what's the question.
I
So,
forgot the question.
oh,
See, when you're dealing with the brainstem stroke, I mean, I had the question, now I forgot the question, but I'll remember today, tomorrow, or later. I'll come knock on your door. I remember the question. No, I'm just kidding.
oh my God. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with you when it comes to sometimes you do have to be aggressive, right? When dealing with certain people. Totally.
Yeah, sometimes I have to, but I don't like it. I try to be calm and collective, and that's so much harder than you think, especially for me, because like simple things like I can't remember what I was gonna ask will irritate me so much because I'm like shit, ugh, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sometimes, sometimes it's just like people, I don't know. It's just like you do have to come at them or speak to them in the way that they speak, just for them to be able to listen to what you have to say. It depends on what's being like what the issue is or what you're discussing. I think.
oh, I think that's true. I mean, you
Fuck
can't go.
off! This thing won't get.
What happened? I don't know what happened. But anyway, sometimes you have to talk to people like they talk, or else they don't understand you. Like if you talk to Natasha nice and, you know, professional and whatever, she really won't understand you because it's not the way that she speaks. But if you talk at her all what I call street, you know, how you got to talk all hard to
Do you
somebody
feel
and
like you talk to her all street?
yeah, yeah, I did. Street, like if you come from the hood, uh, and use slang words and everything, then she really will understand you better than talking to her like English, plain English. She just will understand one better.
Um, I disagree. I think it'd be the opposite,
You
just from
think
what I
so?
know.
Well, I don't know
What?
how to speak hick.
Well, that's not. Well, speaking like you're from the South isn't speaking street. That's not speaking like you're from the street.
Well,
There's a difference.
what are you gonna say? Swamp?
Well, I don't know. I was just going off of what you said because it's not making any sense. You're like, I think you'd have to talk to her like you're from the street. And it's just like, well, where she comes from isn't from the street. And if anything, um,
She's not from the country. She's fucking urban. She's just small town urban. You know,
what's
when you
urban to you though? Because what's urban down there wouldn't be urban up here.
exactly not the same at all. Urban and street to y'all are not the same as down here. Like
I don't know where you are.
well, in Louisiana per se, right? If you're in New Orleans, that would be urban, kind of like being in New York, right?
New York, people always think of the city. New York is a big state. It's not just the city. It's yeah, no. Like it actually annoys when people think that. No, it's not like the city of like urban would be parts of the city, okay? And then there's like a suburb and then there's like country, like if you go upstate, um
Yeah,
that's just straight up woods.
I shouldn't be trying to compare up north and New
Oh
Orleans.
yeah,
Or,
it's nothing. There's nothing to compare when it comes to actual city
yeah,
from the
we
south. But then again, there is actually parts in the south that are kind of like that.
yeah, but I can't describe them. So I just messed up my own description. I'm gonna let that go.
But whatever. I was more so thinking of how you were saying, like how she would understand somebody. That's what I was going off of, more so than the location.
She wouldn't really understand someone unless they spoke the kind of language she's speaking. And then again, sometimes when she talks, I swear she's like trying to be I know what I want to say that people from where I am would say, but I don't want to say it because people take it wrong. So, and
Well,
it would really
oh
sound
well.
strange coming up to about her.
Well, it seems like a lot of things people say it's taken the wrong way. So, oh well.
She sometimes someone who is, let me see, this is my regular way that I talk. I use myself, okay? And then sometimes when I get around people, I'll be like, bro, what's up? Da, 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 da. Man, dude, I'm gonna ride in this car right here. I'm gonna go down there. You hear the difference?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
You just go a little deeper. I'm gonna go down here to this store, grab a 3 cribs, and you just soldier up and there, go over there. It ain't like the first stone. I'm not using the words the same or nothing, just to go to the corner store.
All definition.
Huh?
All definition in the video.
I can't hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, now.
Okay.
I
Good.
don't know what you said.
No, I was just saying, oh my God.
So it's just, I can't explain it. We'll have to find something different. I'll figure it out.
Anyways, no, I get what you mean. I get it. I just,
Sometimes she's country, sometimes she ain't hood. She tries to sound like she's a different race than she is.
but
Are you
yeah.
following me? Like she starts talking that way and starts bumping the rap music that way, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, I don't like when people think that though. Like, why does it have to be a different race to be listening to certain types of music?
But that's how she's portraying it. She never, 1 minute, she portrays herself as pure white country. You know, like a person from the backwoods. Then the next time she's all yo, 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 and puts on rap music. And I'm like, what the hell? Why can't you just be you, who you are, and listen to whatever music you listen to? You know, why is she making herself into a stereotype of the music? Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I just disagree with it.
Well, of course you do.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying people are like this. I'm saying that Natasha gives off this appearance when she's playing these types of songs on her channel.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I disagree with it. I can disagree with that.
You don't think she does that?
No, I don't think that that's what it's about. No, I disagree with you. Shocker.
Well,
The company disagrees.
damn it. Well, what do you think of when she's playing?
I just disagree with you, Nashir. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't agree with it.
And people are standing around listening, and then they look, and then they go, oh boy. We're good. We don't have to agree on. I just think I'm not explaining it like I think.
I just think that you are surprised that I disagree. I just disagree. That's life.
I'm
I'm not trying to make a thing. I just disagree. I know. I don't.
Hold on. Think she acts one way and then changes. That's, yeah. Squirrel Girl says she acts one way and then she can change her persona at times. Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm good that we don't disagree.
What?
I'm good with us not agreeing.
Oh.
We're two people. We're not supposed to agree on everything. Do you have a lot of that?
A lot of what?
People not agreeing with you? Are you not
I have
agreeing
the
with?
mixture. There's people who agree with me. There's people who don't agree with me. That's just life.
Yeah, it
That is
is.
life. And I don't like echo chambers. So I don't like when everyone's agreeing with me. And I'm just a very open person, but sometimes it's not always what somebody's saying, it's how they're saying it. So there's a difference between disagreeing with somebody and then trying to talk at somebody and tell them like say that they're just being dismissive of what they're saying just because they're just like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like they're disagreeing with you, but they're trying to argue about it. And that's not what I like to do. It's just like, we just see it from a different point of view. Unless somebody's trying to have a debate or something, then that's a different story. But if it's just like a question, then yeah, I can say I disagree or I agree. It's one or the other.
Well, I'm just not sure that I'm saying it correctly because of my I get a lot of things wrong when I'm trying to explain it. And sometimes when the other person says, "Do you mean blah 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 blah?" And then I'll be like, "Yes," or "No, not that yet." And so that's why I was saying, to explain your side wasn't so that I could um, attack or anything, but so that maybe if what you said matches what I was thinking or not thinking. Sometimes I just have that problem of expressing what I'm trying to say and it come out all wrong. And Squirrel Girl's right. I mean, I have this habit. She says your okayness here. You explained it good. Y'all are just seeing things differently. I
Yeah,
understand.
you're like really making it a thing. It's like I
I
don't have an issue. I just don't
I
agree.
I
Yeah.
know this is see. That's why I have a RN. See, she knows that I do this. I don't like bad things between. Like I like you a lot. I like you as a commentator. I like you as a content provider. I listen to you all the time, and I don't ever want somebody to not like me. Does that make sense? I feel like
Yes, but just know that just because I'm disagreeing with you doesn't mean I don't like you.
no, I know. I just never want to like. What is that? What's that bitch doing now?
Huh?
I got a message here. Check this out.
Let me see. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the
On the
comments. But
screen. On the screen.
well, I thought that I said that before. No, I just like what else? There's really nothing more to really say. It's like I explained the situation. I don't think it's right. I wouldn't think it's right for anyone. I've tried to have conversations behind the scenes with her about different things that I didn't agree with, and that's that. But what happened with the real life thing, there's nothing more to say, and I think people are just trying to drag it on. So if you've missed it, I suggest people go back and take a listen to what everything I had to say. I'm not trying to make it into content. I mean, what else? The brother reached out to me, told me things about her, and he said that he wouldn't be surprised if she was the one that messaged him trying to whatever with the real life situation. All I know is that he messaged me, and I proved that with the dates and the times. And I was the one who recorded our phone call to show people that yes, this did happen. And he said it himself that it was never me bothering him or me like how voices try to make it seem like I when I first came back to YouTube saying that I ruined their lives. He said no, absolutely not. And if anything, I was texting you a lot and you stopped responding to me. So I mean, the proof is there. It's just a matter of people taking the time to go look at it.
Wow. But now, is he going to? Well, I don't know if he's gonna come on or anything with
Oh
you.
no, I know, Squirrel. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's just that I'm annoyed about the situation. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
It's
It is very annoying.
It's my fault. Let it go. That's what she's telling me. It's just a thing. See, damn it. I tried to do that, and now I think about it again.
What? I don't
Kick,
get it.
kick me in my shin. Never mind. Let's just.
I'm, oh my god, that's funny.
It's just a goofy thing. It's a stroke thing.
It's a stroke thing, did you say?
Yeah.
It is? I didn't know that. Keep that in mind. Like people that have had a stroke tend to overthink things.
They get stuck on one thing.
Oh, I never, like I said, I never knew that. I've never been around. Well, I have, but I've never like actually had like a real conversation with somebody that has had one.
I'm getting my ass chewed. Can I have some more lemon water?
I didn't know you drank it all.
I did drink it all. I always drink lemon water. I'm addicted.
Lemon water.
Yeah, lemon, concentrated lemon in distilled water.
Nice.
I probably drink about a gallon and a half a day.
Wow, that's a lot.
And that's the only thing I drink at all. Period. Keeps you from ever getting bloated. You know, like if you're.
You know what I had the other day? I actually. Hold on, sorry. I always drink water. It's either water, coffee, whatever. But just the other day, I had Sprite, and so it was the first time that I had soda in over a year. Is that crazy? That
Yeah.
just shows how, like, I don't drink soda like that.
And why did you drink it?
Because I'm not trying to not drink it. I'm not trying to avoid it. It's just that I don't really care for it. I just drank it because it's what I drank. It was what I had.
No. I drink Sprite, lemon, and water.
Yeah, but like most of everything I drink, it's just water. I just drink water a lot.
Distilled water is the purest we can get because H3O, you need a special machine. But if you start drinking distilled water and put some lemon in it, you'll see the whole change in your body away from tap water that has a lot of shit in it.
Oh yeah, lemon's good. Yeah.
But the lemon in distilled water, the water is so pure and it's just water, no chemicals in it whatsoever. You start drinking that, you're going to be super hydrated and your whole body will change of how it feels. It's an amazing thing. Now, if somebody gives me water out the tap, I swear I can taste everything in there. And
you know what's crazy? Like when you avoided something or just haven't had something in a long time that's like a processed food or something like that. I swear to God, like you could really taste like how salty it is or how much sodium's in something because you're just like, oh my God, like that. It actually, I don't even know how to explain it, but
I know what you mean, yeah.
Well, I had like these I usually always get the unsalted tortilla chips, okay? I always get the unsalted ones. And I had one that was a regular chip from the store, like and it was just like way too much. But it's never tasted like that in the past before, but it was because my body wasn't used to having something that had that much salt on it, which goes to show you how salted, like how much salt is on the processed foods that a lot of people eat. It's way too much. But you're not going to notice it if you're used to it. You'll only notice it if you've been away from it for a long time and you have it. And it's like, holy hell, like this doesn't even taste good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
My eating habits are weird already, so I don't need any more weirdness, I think. Yeah, I might.
Yeah. Well, I
I don't
was
eat chips. I don't eat chips at all. I'm a very healthy eater.
at this little get together thing, and it was the only thing I could eat there. So that's
Yeah,
why I had it. That's why I
whenever
had soda too.
somebody has a special thing to go to, I better eat before I go there. Because they
Yeah.
not gonna have nothing I want or need or will put in my body. And I usually get in trouble at stuff like that.
You get in trouble at that at like
Oh
little parties and stuff.
yes, I get in a lot of trouble.
Why?
Because somebody, okay, when girls try to flirt with you, they'll be like, hey, have you tried this? And here's me. No, and you shouldn't either. Bad timing.
I don't know what little things you're going to.
But,
But I said I don't know what little parties you're going to, but there wasn't anything like the one that I was at. This is all people that knew each other.
oh no, I mean, I'm not, I'm just saying, they're just like, filling their plate up. I'm sitting near it or something, and they're filling their plate up with, like, I don't know, meatballs or whatever. But the crap on the table, mashed potatoes, this, that, and whatever. And then for some reason they're at the end of the food now and want to strike a conversation with you. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Have you tried this? No. Why not? It looks great.
Oh, I hate when people talk to me when I'm going through the food thing. I'm like, ew, don't spit on my food.
Exactly.
That's what's going on in my mind. I'm like, ew, like, could you not? Could you be quiet?
Well, me, Mr. No Filter, goes, are you really going to put that in your body? It's not
Yeah.
a pickup line. And they're like, stop midway of putting it in their mouth. Why? Well, don't ask that question if you don't want the answer. And hopefully, about that time, Squirrel goes, oh no, come here. Do not sit by that table.
Oh, she's with you when you go to them? That's cool.
She's with me 24/7.
Wow. She puts
So,
up with a lot.
yes, she does. Sorry. Yes, she does. I put up with a lot of people. Like, there's more people on the medical staff besides her, but she's the boss.
Right.
But
I
she's the only one I would listen to anyway. She's earned that.
right. Wow. That takes a lot to be able to have a job like that. I just, oh, no.
Well,
Not.
she's earned that respect from me to listen, but sometimes I won't, and then I just have to end up, making a mistake.
I have reported this and will report this again to police resources. The victims of JF. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I'm listening. I was just reading something important that just happened that
Oh,
surprised me.
well, what was it about? You got the current news?
It was it was on Truth and Transparency's channel.
Nikita the Tosa. Is that how you say that?
Say what?
I'm trying to figure out how to say this person's name.
Oh, Nikita?
The Tosa. Inu on the last
The
part.
Tosa in you?
I don't know how to say it last. Do
I
you
just call
see
her
her?
Nikita.
Oh, hi Nikita. Names are just impressive sometimes. I'm like, what the? I
I
don't
know.
know. I have a no. I have a pretty stern sense of humor, so I try to avoid people as much, but then again, people always like hanging out with me because I'm so funny. That's what they say. But yeah, my caretaker's around 24 hours a day, but she gets, I hate to say time away from me during the day because it just sounds so bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she has to do other things, right?
Well, what do you mean? Like,
Like, spend time with people, like outside of you. Like, I don't know how
well,
to
like
say it. Like, okay,
whenever the guy comes, the other RN male comes that does my shower and all that. She goes and does what she wants to do, and when the RN comes for physical therapy, she goes and does whatever she wants to. They have that worked out. Like if she wants to go somewhere or has something to do, she goes and does that. Other than that, and there's one more RN. Um,
yeah.
um, then she gets away from me sometimes, but other than that, we pretty much I go wherever she tells me to go. I try to be as independent as I can, but she also has, rules that I can and can't do. I'm not real good at following them either.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you. She has her own time as well. That's good.
Yeah, and she has her own space, like, her own space, her own room with her own space with, I don't go in there. No, 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 no. But it's been like 4 years now, I think. So I
4 years. Wow.
I think it's 4 years. It's either
4 years.
4 or going on 5.
That's a long, long time.
Well, my imam had to meet with her. They had to do us. My imam from my mosque went to the VA and met with everyone they wanted to hook me up with. Um, and he had to approve them, especially because she's a female and they didn't have a male that held her degree
Oh my
and
gosh, shut up.
specialties. Huh? What'd you say?
The former twin star of the biggest Karen on YouTube admits to being racist. I was tagged in this. Sorry, I just was checking my mentions. The hell?
Yeah. Squirrel
Sorry,
said
I just get some bizarre tags. I'm like, what does this? Why was I tagged in this? What does it have to do with me? I don't get it.
Squirrel Girl says it's been 5.5 years. Wow.
That's
Did
a long time.
did not know that.
Does it feel that long?
No. No, it
Time flies.
doesn't.
That's bizarre.
Well, it's a long time when you know that you're not supposed to be alive, period. To know that you lived 5.5 years longer when you should not have is a pretty impressive thing. She said something to you in a chat.
It's been 5.5 minutes. Did you check your email? Oh, I can check it right now. Hold on. Let me just mute so I can check it.
Nikita, Squirrel Girl Gaming. Hi, I've watched this year for a while, but I haven't chatted before. You can always chat with me, Nikita. I love that dog picture. I agree with him about voices. Oh, yeah, voices got
I will borrow this for the camera because the other phone died.
Okay. Hello, Ninny C. Nin. Did I say that right? Ninny. Ninny. Is that right? Now waiting on Mandy ready to do. I don't know where everybody left. We need some new people up in there. Come on now, Nanny. Did you bring some people up in here? Just a crazy place to be. Anyway, so you know, my caregiver's been with me for there she says 5.5 years, but she has to care for me a lot more than I like. And people always talk about how she, but you're not going to disrespect her on here. Definitely, Voices is never going to disrespect her. Um, thank you,
Okay,
Nate.
I just checked it, so I hope that it went through.
Huh? I don't know what they talking about.
Oh, to Squirrel.
Oh, I know. That's what I said. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just pop in that here, but there'll be no disrespect like that from Voices ever again. So uh, I feel like I'm a guest on my own on my own panel. I got Squirrel Girl and MNDC Chaplain. But anyway, there's just not going to be that kind of talk. I changed. I hid my Allah's house stuff for. I hid. I didn't hide it like because of this. I just want that stuff to be private for me. I mean, there's already been 2 instances of discrimination over being a Muslim, having a Muslim character. Well, she's not. I hate using the word caretaker because she's an RN nurse. And if you don't know how loud that is, she's going to be 26 this year. Um, and she's been with me for 5.5 years. So she's done a lot. She's graduated from high school early. She's one of those kids you read about that are like 10 going to college or some shit like that. So she's super, super smart and just knows what she's doing. So I don't like people to attack her on Facebook. She's super nice. She's super, everything. I can't say enough about her, but I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't be here 5.5 years later without her. It ain't no aw. That's what Squirrel Girl Gaming said. Oh, it's not. I'm not being sensitive. I'm a hard ass. Don't get it wrong. I'm a hard ass. She has fought. Nanny C says it's not though, Squirrel. What was said wasn't okay, and I just wanted you to know that it wasn't okay. Um,
Oh, I thought you said Mandy C. I'm like, I didn't comment anything, but you said Nene. Is that who it was?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. I
Yeah.
just am surprised that this timeline in life that people are still showing that kind of hatred. And it bothers me the most, I think, because I'm a veteran. That's why it bothers me the most. It's insulting to my religion, but it bothers me the most because I'm a veteran, because I think of all these scars I have and how much I gave to my country and fought for my country in order for people like her to be free. And then she opens her mouth on people like me and Squirrel, and it just that bothers me. She takes her freedom for granted.
Well, she's talking about how other people make comments, but then there she is saying that. I didn't even catch that. Like I said, it had to have been yesterday when I wasn't around. I'm just I mean, if it was because your channel is smaller and stuff, I don't think that a lot of people will even talk about it. I mean, I'll bring it up, but I'm just saying that I don't think a lot of people will talk about it because of that reason. But it just goes to show how she really thinks
Yeah,
about
I think
people.
you're exactly right. I don't think people talk about it. I don't think people will bring it up. That's obviously, look how she did. People told us in here, she's on her channel doing crafts, and who cares what I said about squirrel, and who cares what I said about.
It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? You know what she's doing that reminds me? It reminds me of the DeLorean. Like, and I'm using her as an example when it comes to like doing a true crime case while doing all this other shit behind the scenes and then trying to make it look like, so if somebody responds to something that she has said, then it looks like they are the problem, when in reality it's us just responding to what has been said, not the other way around. But that's how she's trying to make it appear, by being like, oh, look at me, I'm just doing crafts over here. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yep, she's acting just like
Same thing.
yeah, that's exactly it. Like it's no big deal. And that's more frustrating and
It's
pisses
only a
me
big
off.
deal when it happens to her. That's what it gets me. I don't like people like that.
I don't like people like that neither. And that shows
Arrogant,
before,
selfish.
you don't care. What you said was so foul, but you don't even care about it at all.
So
The
then
part,
why the fuck should anybody care about what happens to her? They shouldn't.
no.
Like, those people need a reality check. For
I
real.
mean, you say you're all USA America. You're a disabled person, or you got protected class. Well, guess what? I got protected class. I'm a veteran. Um,
Well,
it's a. I
clearly
mean,
not disabled enough to be doing all the things that she's doing.
well, that's what I'm saying. All the things she says she wants sympathy for or protection for applies to me as well. So where does she get off attacking me then? She's telling people, don't attack me because I'm this kind of person and I'm protected because
It's
of
not
this.
like she has some type of okay, there's different types of disability. It's not like, what do you have, like some type of intellectual, like, or whatever disability. It's not like she has something like that where she's like slow, or you know what I mean? It's not
Right?
like she has that type of a disability where there's a lack of understanding. Like, she knows damn well what she's doing.
And it doesn't bother her. You're right. And so, how do see what she missed was she probably should have thought about that before she just carried on today. But you're right. I'm a smaller channel, so people don't have to.
No, I'm saying it like it's a bad thing. That it's unfortunate that when things happen to people that have what's considered a smaller channel in this community, that it doesn't get acknowledged. But it should be brought up because it's just as important, because it just further shows that this person is behaving in the same ways that she's trying to call out others for doing. And it's a problem because it's going to continue unless people bring more attention to it.
Right. Nini said, "Thank you for your service this year. You're very welcome." And then she said, "Hate speech should never be tolerated." No, it shouldn't. Squirrel Girl says she makes me mad because, for instance, I have ADHD, and some things from being premature, but I obviously don't use it as a crutch, or I wouldn't be where I am with my career. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Squirrel Girl
Right.
also said, "I'd like an apology from her personally, but I'll never get one." I ain't holding my breath on that.
She's not sorry. I don't, just saying.
She's never gonna be sorry. She'd have done that today. She'd have came up to my channel and tried to get on if she had any kind of remorse, which if it would have been fake, but she didn't even try that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what
So
you
she
mean.
didn't even make an attempt to say, "Hey, I was out of place yesterday." Um,
Well, she doesn't think that. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for her. I'm just going off of from what I know.
you got it right, Squirrel Girl. Even you, this year, have come far since your stroke because you work hard and don't use it as a crutch. Thank you. I also get in trouble.
Well, I became tired, and I told her this too in private, that I became tired of her always bringing up the gender thing. I'm like, okay, this is really played out. And out of all the things that have been said, that is what you're focused on. Out of everything,
Wow.
uh, it became annoying. And I received comments under my videos too, asking if she could stop saying that. It's not like she's just whatever. It's one of
I,
those.
I got pretty sick, but I just can't handle no matter what she's talking about. Before she did all this, um, I just don't like the yelling. It sets me off. So whenever whatever
But
panel
yeah, it makes me angry. I don't like when people start yelling, like when it's all the time. It makes me feel like I'm on edge. Like it's just like, oh, like calm down.
like, do you remember that night I came up? It was you, her, and Scarlett, and I came up on your panel for a few minutes.
Yes, I remember.
I was so freaking annoyed at her. Like, she decided when I could speak and when I wasn't, and then tried to dismiss me. And I said, "Hell no! Wait a minute." And then I said what I said, and then she's like, "You can go now, bitch. I ain't done talking." I mean, I almost
That was on my stream called "What Actually Happened." That was a stream that I think that's what that was about. It was when we were talking about stuff with Sally Ann and stuff, I think, and then somehow no, or maybe it was stuff about Miss Portland. I think it had to do with Miss Portland.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, "I have depression and anxiety, and I'd never use it as a crutch. It's disturbing that she uses it. She got 999 freaking problems."
Well,
Well, I was going to read something, but I guess from the first sentence, I bet not.
yeah.
But
I did.
that's for you, Mandy. I mean,
I hate that private convos get public. I
well,
just
if
know
I would read it, why you going to read it out loud?
why not?
I
People
wasn't.
can see it. People can
Oh,
see it. It's not like some private stream. It doesn't make a difference.
hell, I don't know.
Yeah, people can still see it, so it's no different. I hate that private convos that I don't play that game. Your number in our text was scared of God. Huh? I'm scared of God because I know he can see. I'm sorry. Girl, stop. You're cracking me up. What the hell? I'm sorry about being scared of God. I was like, what? I
I say
got you.
that sentence all
No,
the
I get it. I get it. If you don't want anything being people to see, just tell me in private. Just tell me in private.
I
That's
say
it.
that all the time. Not so I know what she means.
I know what she means too. I don't care if people see that, but I think it's funny just how she worded her choice of wording.
She's so freaking honest, man. She gets herself in a lot of trouble for being honest. More trouble
Well,
than
anything
you.
that I say, like honestly, and I'm serious, like because of everyone doing screenshots and stuff, and when my things are shared, it's like, yep, what's the point here? Like somebody recently shared my conversation with them, and I was like, yeah, what's wrong with this conversation? Like, there's nothing to it. So I do keep that in mind when I'm speaking to people, so I'm not Like, oh my God, I'm surprised. Like, it's like, okay.
But I don't have backdoor conversations, and even if I did, I wouldn't remember it. So somebody be saying, "Do you remember that?" Yeah, no, don't. You don't remember? I remember the day you're like the instance you're talking about, but hell no, I don't remember what you said. Sometimes I can't remember from one room to the next. Give me a break, man. I don't have the storage, Sometimes I'm just on it, and some days I'm just
Out of it.
no. It can happen at any time. A minute or 5 minutes later, it's very frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
And then some days it's just sickening. I frustrate my own self. That's why, I get angry because I don't get mad at anybody else, I get mad at myself because it's frustrating. That's when I cuss the most.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl tells the truth. I just say what I think and it gets me in trouble. That is so true. I
I
wasn't
know, right? I know.
before.
And that's what frustrates because I'm like, well, first of all, like I'm talking about more so with YouTube because like in my personal life, most people don't give a shit if you say something and you're just blunt about it. Usually if it's like, oh my God, like why did you say that? People will just be quiet. Like, and you can read the room type of thing. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But on here on YouTube, it's like people are there's such Karens in this community. I mean, I've even seen outside of this community with people that have larger channels that say things that if it was said here, people would be like, oh my God, like we would never hear the end of it. Like, how dare you say that?
I don't understand
It's
that
such
on
as like there's like
YouTube.
creators that even openly will say the R word. Oh, like just and they have a huge following. I'm just saying, and the audience doesn't even think twice about it because they understand the context. It's not like they're making fun of somebody that has some type of a disability, some cognitive disability or something like that. It's because they're saying in the context like as an insult or just calling them stupid pretty much. Like meaning the person in general, not because it's somebody that actually has that type of disability, which I think it's totally different. But in this community, it's like, no, that word,
Well,
you get what I mean?
here's my thing that I don't understand. And I just noticed it like a couple of weeks ago. They'll be talking and they'll just spell the word out. Like, example, I went down the street and I got out my car and I came back and my car was Fuckedup. What? And then I got out my car further down the street and I ripped the ASS out my pants. What? Why is everybody spelling their cuss words? Is there some new rule I don't know about?
This was on around here, like on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, they spelling words.
So somebody, instead of just saying the word, they just spelt it.
Yeah, it's a lot of places.
That's weird.
I know they're spelling RAP. I know that, but now they're spelling words that now cuss words they're spelling. I'm
I
like,
guess maybe sometimes, like, I guess that they don't realize that if you have a monetized channel, it says that, I mean, this is just from what I've looked into. It says that within the first couple seconds of your video or your live stream, you don't want to really cuss in the first couple, whatever. It said, other than that, it doesn't really matter how much you swear, what type of swear word you're using. They don't care. It doesn't affect your channel. Just saying, just in case anyone didn't know, it really only matters in the first couple of seconds of the video.
oh, hell.
Because that's the only thing I could think of. Is that's the reason why they're doing it, or they're trying to act like I don't know. It just makes I don't know. I have no idea. I can't relate. So
I have no idea either, but I guarantee you I failed. I failed that class. No doubt about it. No
or
doubt.
some people will say that it's not religious. Like the first of all, it doesn't say anything about swearing. So I don't even know where people have come up with that or got that idea.
I don't know, but that's Fuckedup. That's what they do.
Well, I try to be respectful if I'm on somebody else's panel and if they don't want that being said, but on my own thing, I don't care.
I don't mind if people cuss. I don't like two things. That C word, oh, I can't stand to hear that. That's just a degrading thing for women to say or be called, in my opinion.
I don't see the big deal. That's your opinion, though. I'm just saying I don't see the difference between saying a bitch and then that. I just don't see the difference. It's like why? Because one's the private area. Like I just don't get it. Like I even say that about myself.
Private area, yeah. That's why it's a private area. No, it just sounds like,
I don't know because I've heard people say that before. I heard
yeah,
people even say that about yeah.
for me, it's just one is raunchy, I guess. Like,
That's what I mean.
yeah, yeah, that's you nasty. And what was the other one?
I could get it like if somebody's swearing. The only time I could see the problem is if somebody's doing it way too much, like swearing too much. Because sometimes I think swearing can be like when you like it just loses its effect if you're like saying like the F word every other word, and it just doesn't have that same effect that it would if you didn't say it all the time. I don't know how to explain it, but
Well, see, now you know what the result is of using all them words. Who got this one? You know that person, that voices don't know how to use right words. Now she's full of all the words we don't want to hear. How do we unplug her? How do we do a restart?
I don't know. It's not my problem. I have no idea. You know, when I first came back to the community, I wasn't even swearing as much. It was because of this thing that I couldn't even, it was like a thing. Whatever. But there's a lot of, it's like every other word with her is something, a swear word. But it's also like this weird shock value thing I got. That's just my impression that she's trying to do. Like, she's trying to always one up something when it comes to making a derogatory, like an insult towards a creator.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just wish that. Well, I ain't got to worry about her no more. I ain't got to hear her, address her, or nothing.
And
Because
what
if
got me also with the hoghead comment, first of all, I thought the thing was fun. Like it was funny, but I also didn't really like it that much just because and it has nothing to do with the word hoghead. It has to do with the fact that it's like a voice says, your head looks way worse. Like you look like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I just don't want to get that visual.
Sorry, but that's how I
No,
feel.
you're descriptive. I just let me see what this one says. And then he says, if I'm in a chat, I spell it funny like AZZ or I I I don't cuss that much, but I've gotten pretty heated. Squirrel Girl says, I only cuss when I'm mad. Yes, this is
Like I
true.
just never understood it. Like you have a very small forehead and a very elongated face that's very round, and you're saying that
Who? What? What?
voices.
Oh, yeah. But I'm so little, I'm probably not exactly intimidating. Yeah, you keep thinking that. I think I am, though. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not listening to her. Did you hear what she just said?
What?
She said she's so, she's skinny. She cusses. Look, Squirrel Girl, let me read that again. I only cuss when I'm mad, but I'm so
Yeah, I saw it.
little. But I'm so little, I'm probably not exactly intimidating. I think, oh, okay. Yeah, you keep lying to yourself there.
Yeah, I saw it to the person that messaged me. Just saying. I saw it.
Golly. I'm not
Um,
intimidating. She holds the pen that could put me in a nursing home. No, she's not intimidating at all. Damn it.
I only cuss when I'm mad, but I'm so little. I'm probably not exactly intimidating. I think I am though. Well, that's the thing. It's like I don't think that people swear to be intimidating. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe that's what some people do.
I don't think
It's
they're.
kind of a part of my vocabulary.
I try not to cuss too much, but like today,
That's just a. It's like a. Fuck! I just dropped this. Come on. Speaking of that, there I am dropping the f bomb. I just spilled this all over the floor. Hold on a second. I have to clean this up.
well, she's. Let's see, what do we have in here? I do the same thing, Nanny. What are you crying about? You're laughing. She's gonna clean it all up. She's gonna wash and wax the floor while she's gone. She's gonna wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. That's what she's gonna do. She's doing a whole house cleaning. Pine Sol on the walls, bleach on the counters. I'm telling you, you two are funny when you're both on panel. Why? I don't think so. I make mistakes. She makes good comments. I mess it up, say something else stupid. She fixed the comments. I can't believe she isn't going to address what she did. Like, didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing. Just unbelievable. But all I know is this much: she bet not come over here ever. And I will every channel I'm on that I'm listening to the content of that creator. I will block her ass so I ain't got to see shit about her. Either that or I'm not going to. And it's sad because that means some of the content creators are going to lose me as a sub. I can tell you that much. It's how it is. Maybe wait. Then she says voices also blurted out Mandy's phone number. She was all manic. Did that happen today? So tell me again how she doesn't go real life. Nanny, did this happen today? Voices also blurted out Mandy's phone number. She was all manic. If it was me, I'd get distracted and be like, oh, look, I need to do the dishes. She might be doing that right now. And then return 30 minutes later. You know, on her 9 hour. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Oh no, she went live. She went way live, and I don't understand that. Why do people go live on people? It's YouTube. Why can't you stay within the fence? Stay within the fence of YouTube. I mean, geez, I'm Pete's. Unbelievable. I gotta ask Mandy if she remembered, if she knows about this. Because I didn't know that. That's crazy. Huh. She knows I don't like her. I've never liked her. I've never really had any interaction with her. But what she did discriminating on the hijab of Squirrel, yeah, that got my attention. And then tell her to go get a hold of me um, from doing whatever I was doing. It was ugly. I'm gonna play the thing one more time while we waiting on her. This voice right
spread
here.
misinformation and blame you for the wellness check that they called on you. I have a very hard time believing that anyone would remain quiet. A very hard time.
Squirrel Girl Gaming, you were just in here sucking my ass the other night. Look at how quickly little Miss Hijab flip-flops. Begging, oh, I love your chat voices. Nobody makes fun of me. People make fun of me because I wear hijab. And yet, here you are. Where's the proof? What proof, Squirrel Girl, has Mandy shown to prove that I've done any of this? Where is your proof? Squirrel Girl, you're going to take a time out because you're a fucking moron, number one, and you need to learn how to do better at your fucking job. You might need some fucking training in the nursing field because you let your little care person run around unmanaged. So you get a timeout. And if you come back in my chat, you're going to get blocked. So there.
Exactly. So that's why I wanted to play that again for you guys to hear it since y'all came in later. And all Squirrel Girl had done to gain that thing was right here, Squirrel Girl Gaming. I don't go up on panels. I don't want to backlash for wearing hijab, so I just chat. That was her comment. Squirrel Girl wrote, I don't want to go up on panel. I don't want the backlash for wearing hijab, so I just chat. And then that's when Voices, 2 days later, made this when she had gotten a fight with Mandy on that video clip that I just played. And then Granny's watching during the video said, come on, Voices, I get being upset, but you don't have to go so low on people. You know how it is. People believing things. Instead of insulting Squirrel, explain why she's wrong. And all Squirrel, well, you read what Squirrel said, and you heard the audio, and that was what my live was to address. I don't know where we.
Well, what does she consider kissing somebody's ass? I'm confused here.
Hell if I know.
Like just being in a chat? That's doing that?
I guess it was.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's what she was doing with me, right? Trying to get on my panel every night.
Shit, she was kissing your ass on a whole nother level.
Calling me all the time. Angela, voice for the voiceless is calling. I mean, it's even going off during my live streams. That's how I had her on my phone. Angela, voice for the voiceless.
I remember I was like, I was just irritated though. I ain't gonna lie, because I would like see you live and I'd be like, oh, let me go here. Fuck. Oh, I see Mandy over here, and here's somebody else that you was on panel with, or maybe you went to their channel. And like that night with Scarlet, here's you and Scarlet again. Damn. That was me.
I can't stand that saying in our community. Double down, double down. I hate when people always say that. I'm just nothing against you, Nini. I'm just saying that double down thing is like, oh, stop. The same thing goes with what else is something that they say a lot now. They say shenanigans a lot. It's like, stop. doubled down. You doubled down on this. It's like, no, I actually just, it's like, okay, well, what the fuck am I, sorry, what am I supposed to do? Like, I get it. Like, some people be like, okay, that's a warning sign. But to me, like, I just didn't see it that way. I mean, at the time, I don't know.
Well, to me,
I couldn't
I'm the
actually, now that I'm thinking, see, that's what happens. See, you forget certain things, like how things took place when there's been so much bullshit that's happened, that's transpired. Like, actually, when she first started coming on my channel, she was saying that that never happened. She told me that that never happened, that the cards were never made. And then it turned into the cards were made. By that point, she was already on my channel. And then the person that brought it to my attention was that channel Wendy V, because I said, wait a second. I said, now she's saying that she did do the COVID thing. I'm lost. So I spoke to her on Discord and she said, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. She was like, that I didn't think that you were aware of this, because she keeps going back and forth on if the COVID cards, forged COVID vax cards happened or not. And it's just to confuse people. So then nobody knows what actually happens. And but
right.
what happened was that she definitely did forge COVID cards, and that it was not to build her channel. Her channel did not grow from Molly Golightly. I mean, look at her channel. That's not growth. That's not.
Right.
That's not growth. Like, that's not. No.
Look at this. See this right here? Squirrel Girl says, I'm going to need McDonald's as compensation for emotional damages and maybe a chocolate shake. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, girl, you're too much. I'm gonna eat it down for emotional compensation. All right. What the hell?
It's too funny. That's code for you where I'm going to McDonald's for her to. Oh, she is too funny. Emotional damage.
How it has affected me emotionally? Yes, I need to whatever. I blame that.
What is? I think she like got in a fight with you because she thinks this whole thing with what the price isn't or whatever is going to be a long standing thing that she's going to keep doing.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she just wanted to, because when I see what I was trying to say in your comments before, with when I said something about Scarlett's panel, what I was saying was that every time she tried to speak to me was while I was up on Scarlett's panel. The first time I was actually out, I was at my friend's house and I was on Scarlett's panel, and Voices was up there, whatever. And then that's when she first started coming over on my channel. And then after I had my live stream, calling her out for the real life shit that she was talking about on the phone with me, with when I had Granny's watching was on my panel, Laura was on my panel and stuff. She told me that after that live stream that she lost a good portion of her members, which, if that's true, that's not my problem. That's just people having a problem with the behavior that has been shown. And so I feel like so the next time I was on Scarlett's, which had to do with things that were going on with stuff with Sally Ann and things that Scarlett was speaking of, I just went up there to support Scarlett and share my own, what I thought of the situation. And Voices was up there. So Voices was like telling me to contact her. She's like, Mandy, call me. I was like, yeah, okay. So she ended up calling me 3 times after that live stream. And I said I was busy too. But I ended up picking up on the 3rd call because it was just like, okay, like she just kept calling me, like she really wanted my attention. So then she went on my channel that night, and it was about everything that we discussed on Scarlett's. And then Scarlett was up on my panel. I think Siren came up as well. So and then that's when she kept, like, like it was like every night she was on my panel, and then she had the whole Price is Wrong thing. And I think that she thought that she was I think that she was just trying to gain her members back and just gain support. And I kind of got that vibe anyways, but it was just the fact that she started becoming so arrogant, thinking that she really has it like that. It's just very cringy, and it's like, no.
Yeah, I saw it that way because it was like, this is going to be my new content that I do every time Natasha goes on. This is what I'm doing. Everybody loves it. But what happens when it dies? I mean, Squirrel Girl says, when she blew you off, I was pissed. Oh, yeah. You don't do that to people. I would have immediately went to help you because you're my friend, and that's what you do.
It was
If you,
not even about being there. It was about just pausing for a second because I was trying to figure out something. Like after this all happened, she couldn't even mute herself. My God, Lord.
yeah, watch this. Okay, I said I was muted twice. Voices didn't care. She was selfish. Yes, she was. I'm sorry, but if you had, I agree with her because had you came in my comments and said like, "Hey, Misty," or you know, "I need to talk to you," or whatever, I'd mute it. I'd have first probably told you to come up, and then I'll mute these people or whatever.
Right,
It's
but she expects people to do that for her. That's the issue here. That's what her fucking she just can't understand.
I don't
It's like,
know.
why do you think you are so important though?
Well, I
Like,
just
where
think
did this come from? Where
I
did
don't. The only thing I think that got in her head too much is that the price is wrong. I think she blew that up as of importance is more important than her friend. That
right? But she
that
got caught up in the in the YouTube numbers thing. Like even when I said that I was gonna go live about something, it was something I think within the top 3 times. This happened 3 times, 3 times, and I even said my title, and she copied the freaking title. So I said, you know what, fine, I'm just not gonna go live. I'll just let her have the live stream, whatever. It wasn't even that deep, but it just showed that she was all about. That's what she's about. She thinks that she's going to get somewhere with the channel, but she's going to be her own undoing by the way that she treats people and how she's been openly making statements like discriminate, like the hijab comments, some comments that are racially insensitive. It's like, yeah, you're just going to dig your own grave with this.
I think she is. I think she's already lost people in my opinion. If she hadn't, she should. You know. Let's see what Squirrel Girl says now. Her price is wrong. Her price is wrong thing isn't even funny. It's kind of annoying with her antics. I mean, at first it was funny, but now it's not funny. I just don't like the way she treated you, period, because you've done a lot for her.
No, the
Wait,
first I thought it was funny when the first time it happened when Siren was up there and I
yeah,
was up there, and it was just like, but to make it into a series type of thing,
yeah,
no, it's like there's not that much to work with.
yeah. That's right. That's what I was saying that night y'all were up there. That was funny, but to make it like something you do and it's gonna be it's not funny.
Right.
I mean, damn, what are you gonna do? Just keep
Like
yelling at
I stopped participating in some of those streams. So I found them, to be honest, boring as time went on. So you saw like people like, oh, she's live about the Price is Wrong. I wouldn't be in there just because that was just my own. I didn't have to say that. I just wouldn't be in there sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing for her.
For one, I found the makeup sales that Natasha was doing boring to begin with. So the reaction of them are just as boring. They're just as boring to
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
I mean, how many times can you how many times can you watch a makeup sale every single day? That's boring. And then you're going to do commentary for it every single time. Boring.
I mean, it came across like as time went on, it just came across like she was very angry, like, "Ah," like just yelling, like so mad over like the littlest things. It was weird.
I don't agree with the cookbook thing. Um, she just there's so much hate there, and I don't know when this became so bad. You know, I know about the thing, the one thing she brings up all the time.
I think it was always there. She just started to bring it out, like show it, display it.
I know she brought about the gender thing and always goes back to that, right? With that one picture.
Oh my god, yes.
But
That one picture, it was like out of everything that woman has said, this is what you're fixated on. This isn't even like, I don't know. This shit was weird to me.
well, yeah, but how did that one thing turn, or was she this kind of person before?
Yeah, usually that's what it is. That's what I believe. I believe that this is how she was, but we just started learning about it because now she's starting to show and show that side of her.
Oh,
You
okay.
see, like it's like she's starting to show people how she is, her true colors, like what she's really about. But she wasn't really showing it before. She was, but she also wasn't getting that much attention before. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. Squirrel Girl says she loves you on panel. You're nothing but nice to us, and the fact that you're real and yourself. She's not taking you to get a chocolate shake.
I don't even. I thank you, squirrel.
Nanny C says, I don't believe in ever going real life, period. I don't understand the point of it either unless you get, except for what you do to me, and then I'm done with you. But I understand sometimes you have to.
That's
Squirrel Girl
the
says it was
done with you.
one time, yet she brings it up all the time. Like, how many more times of comments toward me that we addressed, if that makes sense? No, it didn't. What'd you say, Mandy?
No, I said I was just saying that I agree with you. That's all.
People are weird. Oh, now look at this. Do you see her? Squirrel Girl says it was one time,
That
yet
was
she
important.
brings it up all the time. Unlike how more than one time of comments toward me that we address, if that makes sense. She sent me
Mm,
she sent me a note, said reread it in this year. I think I got it. Squirrel Girl, I know there is no milkshake in the kitchen. Huh?
no,
I
nothing.
I
Mm-mm.
know there's no milkshake in the kitchen because they won't let me have one in there.
I don't believe in ever going real life. It was one time, yet she brings it up all the time. Unlike how more than one time of comments towards me that we address, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like something that it was one time, something one time that was said that she fixates on compared to all the other times when things have been mentioned, like been mentioned several repeatedly, times, and it's just like thought of as less of
You
anything.
see that, boys and girls? That's called girl code. No wonder I couldn't
No.
make sense of it. What you
Oh
mean?
my god, why am I so clumsy today? What the fuck? Hold on.
Quit dropping shit. G drop something. Dude, 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 dude. I think it's funny. She's gonna be right back. I don't ever believe in going real.
No, it was just water. I spilt water, but it's just like, come on. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Coordination today.
Keep dropping things, man. What's your problem?
I
God,
don't know. I don't know what my problem is.
God, you're gonna get a plastic cup. Gonna take you down to the kitty club with the straw in
Yeah, fuck that.
it. You know how when you're a kid, they used to put you in the high chair with a cup because you couldn't, you'd spill it just in the tray. Of course, they
I don't
would do.
remember that.
I don't either.
I don't think I remember what it was like sitting in a high chair. Actually,
I
the
don't.
only time the last restaurant I remember being to as like a little kid, like very young, I would say, is this place. It was called like Grounds Round or something. It was like this place, and it had like, I don't know, it was so cool. Like for a kid, it was cool. Like they even had like this popcorn machine thing. It was very 90s vibes. Like it must have been like when like when I went there, it must have been like the mid 90s or something, like because I was born in 93, so it must have been like the mid or the very late 90s. Had to have been the late 90s probably.
I
But
was really scared. So.
yeah, but it was a really cool friggin' restaurant. Now it's not, it doesn't exist anymore, but
Hmm. No, I don't remember it either. I just have seen it in movies, where kids are sitting in high chairs and their drinks fall over and then they play with it and shit's everywhere.
yeah, right.
I seen it in a movie. I don't know what it's like. Uh, my phone is on fire, man. Why is it so hot?
It is?
Yeah.
You want to know what that can mean? That can mean somebody, okay, that means that either it has to do with your data. So you have to clear up some data on your phone. It can also be a sign that somebody has, if you have Wi-Fi, that somebody has gotten into your Wi-Fi. Not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that's also a thing. Um, or that it's just you need to do an update with your phone. A lot of different things. Usually it has to do with storage,
That's
and it's
weird.
not good. You have to like clear it out, or if you have stuff that you really want to save, you have to save it on some other, I don't know, to your computer, to another device or something to clear up some of that storage.
That might be it. I'm gonna do all the things you said when we get off real because I'm not using my phone.
Oh yeah, I've had it happen to my phone. I swear my phone has even shut off from being so hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My phone is off. And I'm like, why is my phone so hot?
You know what I've done? I've put it in front of the air conditioner before. I've literally just let it like sit there in like the little slit of the air conditioner, the little
Yeah, I
vent thing.
have a little fan right here, and I moved it because I thought it was in the way of my cup, and I was gonna spill it, and that's when I touched it. I'm like, how the hell are you so hot? You're off. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
Weird people.
Hmm. Yeah.
Maybe the aliens from.
Hmm.
What do you think about that CERN thing?
What? What? What
CERN,
thing?
CERN, CERN.
What's that? It's probably something. Is it the everything with what Elon Musk?
No, they started up the CERN generator.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not important to me.
I haven't been paying attention to too much stuff that's all happening in current news. To be honest with you.
I don't doubt it. There ain't nothing happy about what's going on out there. Nothing at all.
What? Nobody cares about that.
Huh?
I was just reading notifications.
You got a lot of notifications. Hey, I was gonna
Oh my God, shit is going down today on YouTube. I'm just like looking at, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at all my notifications. It's like, what the hell is actually happening though? Like I saw Truth and Transparency went live. I saw some things that she shared, and she also sent me the link prior to that. So I knew something was happening. And then um I saw the members only thing. I thought it had to do with something else, but well, it is something that's important, but it's like crazy. I can't even talk about it because it's members only. And now it was like there's another channel, Melissa Jade. It says, Crafton and Kim, why are you running with this narrative? Like what?
Mm,
Oh my God! Wow.
So is
Okay.
there anything you need to go to, or
That I need to go to? No, I don't need to go to anything right now. Definitely
someone
nobody on YouTube. I don't.
someone said this earlier to me. Nanny C did you know this? Voices also blurted out Mandy's phone number when she was all manic, and I said, "What?" And I said,
Why
"When?"
is she giving out my phone number? I never gave out her phone number.
She said, "No,
That's
she did."
doxing me.
She said, "No, she did it on her 9-hour live."
Okay, well, regardless, that's sharing my information without my consent. I never shared her number.
Well, that's why
I blocked out her brother's number. I mean, what the fuck?
that's why I wanted to ask you, because she blurted out the phone number
And
when
it's not like I have my phone number up on my channel. Therefore, now you've given my number out on purpose, you stupid fucking bitch. Sorry. But
I just
he
thought you
did it on purpose. So then people would have my number and then, like, dox me and shit. Like, because you just look up the number. What the hell is wrong with that woman?
she's fucking Ziploc. Mhm. That's why I wanted to ask you that, because I thought you needed to know that if you didn't know that.
I probably just forgot. There's been so much because I wasn't around yesterday that people did send me things, but I haven't looked at every little thing. Because I guess, like, the stream that she had, she ended up setting it private. So one of the streams that she had, I don't know.
That's why I said what I did. Yeah, she's talking to you in the comments.
Well, I can't always read the comments. I wasn't paying attention at first, but let me see. That's why I said what I did in my last text. Oh, I wasn't looking at my text. Or I would have responded. Sorry, I can't. I can't always look at my phone. Okay, I see what you mean. I get it. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Now I get it. That makes sense. Wow, that's so fucked up. I mean, that's really messed up. That's even why anybody would think that that was okay. It's like, okay, so if you want to show my conversations or something, maybe blur out my number. That would be great.
Right.
That would be cool.
Some things are just common sense, but then again, common sense doesn't run rampant on YouTube streets. It's just not something that just hangs out on the corner, you know.
Yeah.
Now, complex stupidity, shit, that's every square block, Complex stupidity. Oh, what can I do? Well, I don't know why people have to be so fake,
Oh, that explains it, actually, because there's some text message I got. I'm like, who the hell is this person? But they were asking me, they said if I was okay, but it was a number I never have seen before. Like, I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is, so I'm not even responding to it. It was yesterday.
See, she got you out there on the download. Unbelievable. Well,
anyways, yeah.
I'm going to jump off for now, but if you see me come up anytime, all the time is all good. I gotta go.
Squirrel, I agree with you. And yeah, thank you, Nashir, for letting me up. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Always.
Bye, Squirrel.